Good evening and welcome to tonight's episode of Encrypt and Survive, where a bunch of people gathered in different locations to play Dungeons & Dragons in some extreme heat.
I'm wearing a jumper.
Australian heat doesn't matter to you.
Yeah, heat's one of those things that looks reversed, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm cold-blooded, so
Well, Jared and Connor are sort of opposite ends of the scale. Connor very rarely puts on trousers unless it's like snow up to his knees.
That's why I never see.
Exactly.
Shorts are just more practical.
Yeah, they are. And Jared never isn't wearing a jumper. So, you know. Ah, dear. Yes, the heat has snapped upon us from nowhere for some reason. It hasn't taken away Ross and Matt. Ross's family have done that, and just gone off to stay, see them because he can. Matt's at work because he has to. So it will be just us 6 until 8, 9-ish. The Matt will turn up. Maybe, who knows. But until then, we shall carry on with the adventure and see where it takes us. So, where we left off last time, the Wandering Stars had made their way to the Temple of Gaia, scried on a few things, and had found the location of their group, Nautiloid. Having discussed what they were going to do next, they teleported, and, they flew, then went into the ethereal plane, and then flew again, and eventually snuck their way onto the ship. A bit more discussion, Kalatar, Leela, and Athena came out of the ethereal plane, took on physical form, connected to the ship, and with an excellent time stop, Leela took the blimp out into the desert, taking with it the person who had created Foundling, the Drow Ferali Foreth, as well as, it turned out, 4 of her minions as well, and some mechs that were pottering around. You guys set about, trying to defeat her and get her off the ship. She took herself up to the crab that was mounted upon the ship, and Asher took it upon herself to open it like a tin can. However,
down the middle.
Yeah. However, Ferali teleported away, taking with her her brute, and leaving behind the other 3 hybrids that she had constructed in the hold. One of them surrendering, the other 2 falling to, Lyra mostly.
Yep.
And that is where we left off. Foundling and Leela at the top of the ship with the now destroyed crab, but with a cannon on the back of it. And Lyra, Cedric, Asher. Actually, no, Asher had made their way up there as well. So in fact, it would just be Lyra.
Kalatar was running up as well.
Kalatar's running up, so it would be Cedric, Kafina, and Lyra who were down with the person who had surrendered, the Shocker, I believe. And that's where we left off. So, as the person is on their knees, they take the helmet off, their sort of tentacle arms, pulling the helmet off and placing it on the ground. The mechs just seemingly power down the headless iron golems that were wandering around. And just hands up in front of you, Lyra.
Sorry, who else is here? Cedric, you
Cedric
saying?
and Kafina. Asher, Leela, family are up top.
Now, Lyra is in a bit of a bad way. She took quite a lot of damage in that fight.
Yeah.
So she's a bit grumpy and probably won't actually say very much. She'll probably just point the sword at this hybrid.
They step back and show that they are unarmed.
Did you say that Cedric is actually down there?
Cedric's there, yes.
Yeah, he will
So is Athena.
put a cure wounds into Lyrila.
What level?
4th.
Mhm.
For 27 points of healing.
Thank you very much. I think it would be best if you stayed here for now. I expect Foundling would quite like a word.
Just nod. Slowly.
Do you speak?
Yes, this one speaks.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, just stay here. Try and find Foundling.
Foundling is at the top of the boat. So, Leela, Foundling, Asher, what are you guys doing?
Can I carry the can?
Yeah, it's only a small thing. It doesn't take you long to disassemble it from the.
Yeah, I'll disassemble it. I've still got to fly. So can I then fly?
I'll just fly last 10 minutes.
Yeah, but then you said it's only been like 30 seconds. So.
Yeah, I'm thinking in terms of disconnecting it from the balloon, from the thing. It is actually
It takes a minute.
what?
Well, it takes a minute to disassemble.
Right, but it's been. As you go and study, it is 10 minutes, okay. As you study it, you can see that it has been wired into something. It seems that there is an energy source that has been attached to it with cables that run down into the balloon. You can just cut those and take it off.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't have to spend my energy.
You can reconnect it.
Yeah, I'll disassemble it. Don't. It being on the top's not that helpful.
Okay.
So,
It takes you about 5 minutes to disassemble it.
and then I'll can I fly down to the balcony out the front and into the cockpit,
Okay.
or whichever quickest into the cockpit.
Foundling, Asher, what are you two going to do during that time, Leela's disassembly?
Gonna try and.
Well, we didn't know the
bend.
rest of the ship was clear, so I'd have gone dashing back down to see if everyone else was okay.
Down the outside.
Probably back through the corridors this time.
Okay, so you and Lyra would probably meet partway through the middle. What about you, Asher?
Gonna just try and like bend some of the metal back in. Like, didn't think it would do that.
Make a strength check.
Lena's gone and she's over it. She's fine.
Ash is like,
Well, Leela's-
"Ooh."
Leela's still there because this has been the 5 minutes watch.
Oh, well, we're still doing it.
Crit.
Alright.
Just bend it back in a bit.
It's like the old He-Man intro. You just bend it together so hard it welds back together.
Yeah,
It works perfectly fine. It's just a little bit smaller inside.
I've invented air conditioning.
Remember the sunroof.
It's not good. It's fine.
All right, so Lyra, you and Foundling sort of bump into each other. Kelatar is in tow because as he was coming up, Foundling's running in the other direction. So Kelatar goes,
Foundling.
It's all clear up top. Are there any more?
So one of them surrendered, one of the hybrids. I thought maybe you'd like to speak to them.
Do you have a name?
No.
No, that was to the one that's been taken.
they're not there.
Oh, okay.
We've met in the corridors. I'll lead you back to the.
Okay. Sorry.
No, that's right. As you head down, the person is sat there with the tentacle sort of crossed over, with a very slight staticky discharge that just sort of comes off as though just sat in the cargo holes, with Cedric and Kafina standing guard-ish.
A greeting to you.
They look up at you and acknowledge.
I'm slightly surprised to hear you surrendered. I expected Ferrari to drive you to fight to the death.
That was part of the training, but we were also taught that futility does not always mean that we should sacrifice ourselves.
Yes, I should have remembered. Ferrari is evil, not stupid. How do you feel about her now? What would you do if we released her? Would you return to her?
They look around, just taking in everything that's around, looking over at the golems and then at the rest of you, the very sharp sword that beheaded one of their fellows not 3 minutes ago. Says, where else could I go? I am a freak. As the non-subjected ones might call us.
Bloody hell. Oh.
Yeah, I know.
They put an engine in me, don't judge.
I was like, does a plane just fly past your flat windows?
That's how they run so fast.
Monks powered by steam.
Steam monks.
Only the Warforged monks.
Yeah.
I used to think that some will judge, some will accept.
Make persuasion check.
Oh,
Sorry, you gonna say more?
I was just going to say, you don't have to be a weapon. Okay, persuasion, because I'm super good at that.
Yeah. Monk for monk things. Oh wait.
No, that's
One thing is punch.
Eight.
Monk only punch.
8.
8.
Monk only punch.
Monk only punch.
And go fast.
And go fast. They look you square in the face and say, that might be the case for you, but you don't have tentacles. You don't electrocute the ones that you touch.
Do you not have control over that?
I was not taught to control, only to maximize, to produce more.
I see.
I miss hugs.
Oh,
It's been a long while.
oh, it's sad. It's good to believe he's not there. I should probably try and hug him.
Then
Then I was gonna correct myself.
No, we don't know that yet, do we?
That's true. But then
I would like to convince you that you are mistaken. But it took some time for me and a good teacher. I don't think we have time now. I think we will have to keep you a prisoner. But later I will talk to you and try to show you there is an alternative way.
I have been a prisoner for many years. Only the cage is different.
Ooh, so edgy.
Edge monk.
So yeah, I will tell the others, say to the others who are here, yeah. Yes, I don't think we can spend time trying to convert them now. Hopefully Leela won't object to making a brief stop somewhere to drop them off.
As you're having this discussion, like say, my designation was K-17. I don't remember what I was before.
Neither do I. But the past does not define you.
It does not. But it might shape my soul.
Your actions may have tarnished your soul, but you are not fully responsible. You have the opportunity to do good. Should we in the world survive, of course.
I don't know what the plans were, but I find it unlikely that the 7 of you could stop it.
What were you doing in what was formerly the Contrivance Guild? Are you trained as a builder, or were you a guard?
We were experiments. We were there for defense. We were there to offer support and protection and to keep the prisoners. At times I was used as a battery to charge things.
Well, there is one among us who will definitely be your friend. Leela is going to love you.
At which point Leela just floats down holding the big cannon.
Yeah, right. So Leela's just going to come in like cannon ready to go up, and she's like, "We're going back." Turns back around into the cockpit.
We have a prisoner. I think we need to drop them off somewhere first.
Where? Where? If they're a prisoner, surely they should be staying with us.
I believe they may try to still serve Ferrari and the rest.
Well,
They have not yet earned trust. We could drop them off back where would be best? Elfheim?
if it's going to take, it's been what? How long has it been now? 5,
6 minutes, 7 minutes.
She moved away. It's been about.
Yeah, since she moved away.
So it's been about.
It's been about six. Well, it's about 6 to 7 minutes.
7 minutes since the blimp has gone.
Yeah.
If we want to go back and make it hurt, we need to go back now. There's no time to drop someone off unless it's a literal drop in the middle of nowhere. Come back and pick them up any other time. If we don't trust them here with us, how are we going to explain to where we're going to drop them off? How to deal with them? If they're going to sit here and someone's going to keep an eye on them, that's fine, but I'm not wasting more time. This bloody gun took me 5 minutes just to disassemble. So I want to get back there and start again. If he wants to go back to them, that's fine. He's going to be right. They're going to be right in the middle of everything. Crack on. But we can. They're not a priority right now.
Very well. Does anyone wish to volunteer for guard duty?
Tell us. Yeah, I will.
Sorry,
Problem solved.
quick question, Luke.
Yes.
What's my understanding of how well crystal and even crystal beings would absorb electricity?
Make a nature check.
Okie dokie. I have a possibly kinder and useful and quicker plan.
Or than leaving Calatar standing in a room with them.
No, drop them on the ground, say there's a temple that way with other people who have been changed. Why don't you go see them, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's one person in the middle of the desert. We leave him here.
What was the check?
It was 30.
Whoa!
I'm proficient in nature, so.
Yeah. You, as far as your understanding is that you've tested this with various experimentations, crystals can be used to focus things like light. Electricity doesn't seem to affect them too much, although too much of it can cause them to explode.
Yeah.
Crystal beings, you've no idea. No one has ever done any experiments on the crystallites.
Instead of someone that we need being taken up by this task, why don't we just drop them off here, point them towards the Temple of Gaia, and see if Gaia can help convince him? I mean, there's enough people there to keep an eye on him, and if he just wants to wander around in the desert, he can do that too. I mean, we got him out of the situation. I feel bad for him because, you know, like you're saying.
My identity is they, not he.
Sorry. It's just, yeah, sorry. Yeah. I mean, I feel bad. You say a cage is a cage. What if we just didn't cage you? We let you go free and let you make your own choices. Do you think you could do that and be better? I mean, like Leela said, the most important thing is we get back. If we drop them off, that's the quickest answer to this problem.
We have a volunteer for guard duty. Kalatar can guard, the rest of us can do it. That's quickest. Let's just do it and go back.
All right.
They can stay in the cargo hold. That way there's only one way out. Is there?
Two, technically.
Apart from the big door.
Yeah, there's the big door.
Can they open the big door?
I mean, there's a switch. There's a lever.
Or we can... They can go in the nearest room and Kalatar can stay near the deck in case I need him. Yes?
But I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll connect to the ship. And
Yes,
then
we need another
you can talk to me whilst I'm there. We can go up to a room and K-17 and I can sit and wax philosophical about all sorts of things.
And if I need you, I can let you know.
Take a hat off. Yes.
Right. Okay. Let's go.
Yes.
Terrifying gnome with a cannon. Kalatar leads K-17 up and just goes to one of the rooms and you hear it lock. And you feel Kalatar, you and Kafina both feel Kalatar's mind just connect to the ship to make sure it doesn't. So, yeah, it's fine. Ish.
So, when we go back, priority is to rescue the slaves, yes?
Yes. Get back in there, dent in whatever they've created, whatever they're planning to do, whilst protecting those that need saving.
Luke, sorry, quick question. I think I might have asked this last week, but all of the captives are kind of spread around. It's not like there's a single place because they're all in the middle of working at the moment.
You assume so.
When we last scried, I mean.
When you scried, you just saw a bunch of people that were doing various bits and pieces. But that's only because your scrying vision is from a single point looking around.
To be fair, it's been over 5 minutes. The likelihood is it could be chaos. They could have got them into a certain place. We don't know where they are. We need to go back.
I'd advise that me and Leela stay on the ship, and if people who want to go fight up close can jump off, and me and Leela can focus on doing rescue while the others focus. I'm also going to try and cage the big guy, so hopefully you can all just leave him for last.
I don't think we should be trying to take them all down at the minute. I don't know about you, but I took a beating in the fight we had just a few minutes ago. Rescue is first priority. We can come back to fight later.
Sounds good.
I can cause distractions with the gun, but I can also control. Well, if I use the gun, Fee can use the ship. The ship has. Would Lilo have figured this out in this time?
Yeah.
The ship has oil barrels that can be dropped. It can use its tentacles, but not very far, and it's got psionic cannons.
Those are the words.
Thank you.
All of these things that the tentacles and the psionic cannons were already there.
Yeah,
The oil barrels are the new things.
and just saying to Calatar as well, if
Yeah.
he wants to use it either. So the ship got weapons. If we want to stay on the ship and just do some damage using that, we can do and get it low enough that we can get people in or out of the mountain. But if people want to go out there and help, people want to make some more damage, by all means. It's up to people what they want to do. But I'll be on that balcony with my gun, ready to blow stuff up. Not the meteor swarm, that's too much. Just the odd fireball.
Just be aware that a lot of things down there are probably resistant or immune to fire.
I'm just there to cause a distraction.
Mhm.
I don't think I'm going to do much damage.
We should probably heal up everyone else, though. Don't want anyone going down while we're down there.
If anyone has some healing spare, I would appreciate it. I've already used my second wind while we had a few minutes.
Are we able to have a short rest? It's like half an hour.
It's up to you. Half an hour to an hour.
They're going to be gone by then. People will be dead by then. I don't know. If people want to just stay on the ship so that they're not going to get hurt, that's fine. I've got some healing. I can do a few bits of healing.
I swear we had a staff of healing at some point.
We did, but I'm not attuned to it, and I don't think it actually gives
I
on.
think Cedric has it, but he's not attuned to it.
No, he's not got it in his inventory, I think.
Oh, maybe Kalatar
Oh,
took it at one
sorry,
point.
my stuff fence.
Yeah, I think Kalatar had it at one point. I think you gave it away to someone
Probably. Sounds about
because
right.
you never used it.
No one have potions.
No, we gave them all to each other, and a lot of them have been drank.
Does anyone need some? Who needs some healing? I've got 10 hits of
Healing word at second level.
Yeah, healing word.
Bear in mind, each one of those is a bonus action to cast, so it'd be 10 rounds effectively. So that's another minute if you use all 10 of them.
So I'm at just under half strength at the minute. I don't know if anyone else needs it more.
Cedric will use 1 mass cure wounds.
Okay.
And Lyra will put a 3rd level cure wounds into Foundling.
Okay.
17 hit points to everyone.
17 hit points to everyone. Except for Asher, because Asher hasn't really taken any damage.
I mean, I might as well have it.
Mass cure wounds is 6
I
people.
believe, yeah.
Plus 21 for
Yeah.
Foundling.
Is there anyone else that could do with a little bit?
Who missed out on the mass then? Because there's several.
Kalatar.
Kalatar,
Ah.
he's not going down.
If Foundling, does Foundling need any more?
I'm feeling a lot better now. Not 100%, but
How about another 12 points of healing? See as I rolled for it.
okay, cool. I'm going to. I shall be at the big doors, ready to run out and guard people as they try to make their way to safety on board.
Okay, I will get right onto the balcony, ready to shoot things.
Okay. You're holding the cannon.
Can you remind me of the healing for a standard potion of healing?
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
Bring us in.
Okay.
All right. So you're using the translocation. That is the teleportability. It's called translocation.
We go poof.
Or BAM.
You bamf.
Actually, you just call it relocation.
Shall I call it relocation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have called it a BAM.
You bamf.
Thank you.
And you reappear in the elemental plane of fire where the Contrivence Union has been overtaken. As you appear, where is everyone? Just for the sake of this, Skeletor is off doing Skeletor things. You're on the balcony.
Yeah.
Where's everyone else?
On the top of the ship.
You're on the top. Okay.
I'll be on the sort of open platform in front of the cockpit.
On the balcony with Leela.
I'll
And both of yours.
Yeah.
I've got a cargo doors.
Yeah.
Okay. Right back over there. Ash is on top. Do this for the sake of.
Just so I can get the best view.
Okay.
I'll be in the cockpit, but ready to hide behind the door leading out of the cockpit, not into the storage hold, the one back into the living quarters.
Okay, so over there. Where will Cedric be?
Cedric will be with near Lyra.
Okay.
Has it been more than 10 minutes?
With the discussion, and everyone get each place, yes. So 5 would have worn off.
And Richard, that's fine.
And a good trick, yes. So if there's anything else you want to prepare, if you want to turn that back on or do anything else.
Oh, sorry, I was going to do a little bit of meta magic, 2 level 2s into sorcery points.
Okay.
No, that's fine.
Okay. So as you teleport back in, Asher, Leela, Cedric, and Lyra, all 4 of you make perception checks, please. Asher, Cedric, Leela, Lyra.
23.
23. Lyra,
20.
a natural 20. Asher.
26 for Cedric.
Yep.
And 12 for Asher, unfortunately.
You rolled the advantage, by the way.
No.
You're still exhausted.
With my one eye.
That was a 30.
Okay. So Asher, when it bounced in, you can't, from your position, the curvature of the blimp makes it difficult for you to see quite a lot of what's going on. The 3 of you on the balcony, you look out and you can see that there is a number of individuals that are scurrying into this wall formation just surrounding a ring where the blimp was initially and now has returned. There are alternating fire ganassi and fire elemental myrmidons in plate armor that are surrounding the exterior of the ship. It looks to be about 20 of each. Directly in front of you, as you bump in, you see the Scorch Lord stood, prisoners at his feet, and his spiked shields pressing down upon the legs of each of the prisoners as they lie there. The spikes seemingly are big enough so that they're not actually penetrating, but they are in position, and his weight is pressed down on the shields, and he's sort of kneeling, glaring up at the blimp as it came back. You can see the gnomish features are distorted in pain, and their bodies are covered with soot and oil, presumably they've just been picked up at work. As you bounce back in, what are you guys doing? If anything.
I'm hitting the switch to open the cargo door because that was my plan. I don't know about any of this.
Yep. You hit it. You just, and you see about half a dozen elemental. Actually, no, less than that. Yeah, you see about 4 or 5 elementals, and about the same of the Ganassi, who are standing there, each with blades drawn and looking directly at you.
And I can't see any prisoners.
Nope, they're on the other side. From your perspective, where you are, family, you are the distance is sort of going off towards the back. You're at effectively the back of Ms. Jamal, leading off into the sort of caverns and the slag heap. So you can sort of see that, but you can't see the prisoners themselves. You guys can see behind the Scorch Lord is the tumbling lava fall.
Does the Scorch Lord still look like a giant?
They are a giant, yes.
They.
Yeah, he is a giant, sorry. He.
Right.
How many? See how many prisoners there are, roughly.
At his feet, immediately there are 6.
Can I see any more around it in a quick glance?
Make a separate perception check for that.
Ooh. 16.
16. Looking around, there are a number of people being led off by other soldiers and members of these elementals that are leading individuals off and shoving them into houses. You spot maybe a couple of dozen. It looks like they're gathering all of the prisoners up and shoving them into one place. Or at least putting them into a few places.
Okay.
How far is the Scorch Lord away?
From you?
Mm-hmm.
Probably 200 feet.
That's all right. Are we getting one action or a full turn here?
Depends what you're doing.
Was going to try casting suggestion with the telescope, which would require.
We'll point out the telescope does require attunement.
No, it doesn't.
I'm pretty sure it does. That picture you sent me, it did say attunement.
What?
Oh, I know a lost fight when I see one.
Wondrous item, uncommon, required to tune. Oh, guys. Okay, I've been incorrectly using it this whole time. My bad. Sorry.
How close? So obviously the balcony is quite far up.
Yeah.
Like, so we can see kind of down.
Yeah, you see down. He's looking straight up at you.
Okay. I'm just shouting. Let them go.
Sorry, just before that, is there any sign of Drow Woman?
No. She does not appear to have returned here.
Let them go. Like cock the gun. Basically.
Okay. Well, it doesn't really cock. It just sort of glows with a pulsing, fiery energy. He looks up at you and smiles at you. You have come here to a place that you have called home once. We have claimed it in right of conquest. It is you who are the trespassers here. This we claim the spoils of war, that ship you ride upon. These people we claimed by right of conquest.
Well, I'm here to take them back. I don't laugh, but
yeah. You challenge them for duel then?
No, not a duel. I mean, I've got a big gun.
I have a big shield. 2, in fact. You think that is enough to defeat me, Valadier Surtur-son? You just hear the of the various creatures. The elementals don't make any noise, but the Ganassi do, sort of slamming their swords against the shield and roaring. And finally, you can hear the shout going around. You're like, oh, okay, that's what's happening, is it?
Yeah, I would probably have used my speed to sort of run out and get around to the side of the blimp to see if I could see any prisoners from a different angle.
So you're getting out of the blimp?
Yeah.
Okay, so you dash out and past the various creatures.
Not past them, just sort of running around.
Okay, you run around
to see if I can see prisoners.
Okay, which way do you go, left or right?
Left.
Okay, as you dart out to the side, you see the sort of more human-sized dwellings as you rush around. You see that this ring is continuing right the way around, and you do see people being led into various houses.
Could I guess roughly how many enemies are in this ring?
Make an intelligence check.
Okay. Is it like a solid ring, or is it?
I mean, it's solid, but it's fairly solid. The thing is that the elementals are large creatures. They take a bit more space.
Yeah. Ooh, unnatural 20.
From what you've seen and looking up and down the line, actually, no, the blimp's off the ground, so you'll probably be able to count them pretty quickly if you look around. There's about 20 of each.
Okay. Not ideal.
No.
To Asher, Leela, and whoever else was out on the balcony, I'm gonna just try and talk out to them without anyone else hearing us. Is he basically saying he'll do a one-on-one and we can, if we win, he'll leave? Is that what he's saying?
Cedric, Leela, and Lyra, but yes. Cedric turns around and says, I think so. It seems to be the way of fire giants. They like that thing.
Does anyone think they can beat him one-on-one?
No.
No.
I would probably die.
I mean, if he moves away from the prisoners, I could just trap him. Like, we can... I don't know. If we agree to this duel, maybe we can just get him out of the way for a minute. Again, only speaking loud enough so they can hear me.
Yeah, problem is you're sort of stowed back away, so you're still having to speak fairly loudly so that they can hear it. You're quite a distance back. However, they roll poor perception, so...
Oh, thank God.
And you can talk to me in Kalatar via the blimp, so you can just think that.
Or like, yeah.
Asher, you do hear this conversation happening. Between the Scorch Ward and Lena, not Kathina.
Yeah. Oh no, I reckon I could take him.
Asher's just saying that to herself.
Yeah, no.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm just about not. I reckon I could do it.
You turn quiet quickly, small one.
Oh, Jesus.
You don't think you can take on the mighty Valadir Surtasan?
I mean, no.
By the way,
who could?
it's a really bad idea to goad her into speaking, because she will speak and you will never get her to stop.
Ha!
Ever.
Yeah, I mean, if it's all about speaking, then oh my God, bring it on, because I can outspeak you, because you speak really slow. I mean, you talk saying like, I'm quiet. No, you take about 10 minutes to say one word.
Bring out the talkful ones!
Oh my, what's he saying now? Oh my goodness.
As you look out towards the room, Falcon, you see this from the other side of the ship. You see a couple of soldiers reach into one of the small gnomish-sized huts on the other side and pull out 3 individuals and drags them and pulls them around the back of the line.
How far is it from the blimp to the huts?
The hut that they're coming from, or the huts in general?
Both.
That particular one is maybe 200 feet. The rest of them is like a clearing for about 150 feet. Maybe there's a river that runs down the middle of it, which is now lava.
I was just going to say, I presume it's now lava.
Yeah, from the side that you're on, you came down on the humanoid side, so you would have to cross lava to get to the other side.
Hey, you can run on lava.
Yeah.
Yes. Doesn't mean it's a good idea. Hang on, how wide is the river?
20 feet.
Oh, can jump it.
Good.
She's going to
you
make her way
see-
down to the rest of them on the balcony.
Okay, so you're sort of going.
Presumably there is a bridge somewhere.
There are the remains of several. They were because it was originally water. They were wooden bridges, and they've all burnt up.
So there's lava between us and where all the prisoners are being kept.
Some of the prisoners, the sort of the goblins and the gnomes and that sort of are on one side of the river, the far side from where you are. But there are a bunch of humans, dwarves, larger creatures that live on the other side. There's sort of it's not quite a two-tiered system. It's just a two different house sizes system.
Okay then.
But as Ashley's going down, you're looking at these ones going around. You're saying, what are you talking about now? You recognise the three gnomes that are coming up to them. Sorry?
Right.
Two males, one female. The youngest of the males, he appears to be burnt. His ginger hair tied back to keep it from his face, but a few curls have come loose. His calloused hands have also been manacled, but with a long enough chain so that he's able to do various bits of work. You recognise this as your father, Peter.
Oh.
Your mother, Isabel, is more dainty, being a leather worker, and she is wearing her own produce with a tie-dyed set of armour that she proudly displays, that has clearly seen a couple of stabs at various points, but she holds herself quite haughtily as she walks along. You definitely take after your father more than anything else. He's quite rapid and excitable and do that thing, but she is more stoic and withdrawn. She will do her work quite proudly, and she takes a lot of pride in her work and her appearance, but she will prefer to concentrate rather than just sort of let everything come out and build wearily. And then there is Grandpa Wolf with 4 Fs. Wolf with 4 Fs. He is an old gnome. He has built himself a pair of legs which he sits upon, and sort of very much the wrong trousers style, which is just full of cushions. But he just sort of sits in as it carries him around. The legs have been locked together, which seems like a pointless exercise, but you know that they're quite strong, and they can, you watched him kick kittens because he got bored. Unintentionally.
Okay.
Not like actual kittens, but like mechanical kittens, because he is the supervisor of golems in the Contrivance Union. So he is quite high up. He basically runs everything that is done to do about golems. So he has made these mechanical things. But his sort of frizzy hair, because he's your father's grandfather, his frizzy hair is grey. He has a bit of a wispy beard that is a little bit scraggly. But he's plodding along with his legs. But being led.
Lyra's going to go down to the cargo hold and look
The
for
door's open.
and look for the helmet that Shocker took off.
Okay. It's on the ground. There are 4 others, and there's also a couple that were on the dead hybrids.
I will. Sorry,
Carry on, Tom.
I was going to say I'm going to try and put the helmet on.
Okay, as you take it, it's a little bit small for your head, but as you sort of touch it to your temple, it expands to allow you to put the helm on.
Okay, try just simple movements.
What, yourself, or you're just thinking about them?
Myself for now.
Okay, you move your hands and nothing seems to happen.
Can I try sending instructions to a golem with this thing?
You concentrate and you feel that there is a connection between this to one of the goes, but you get the sense it takes longer to get a true connection to it.
It's an attunement type thing.
Yes. But you do see which one is connected. Is it just one of the fingers just twitches slightly?
And attunement is usually sort of over a short rest, isn't it?
Yes.
So much for that idea.
But you do see, as you're sort of stood around doing this with the helmet on, you see the Ganassi and the Elementals stood at the back, ready to board when instructed.
Yeah, they're probably maybe a bit distracted, because having seen it looked like there were prisoners being kept in all the houses, did it? Or
Not all of them, but some. Looks like there's been a lot of prisoners have been shoved into quite small accommodation.
Yeah, including the ones on this side of the lava?
Yes, the ones on this side of the lava, they are as I say, they're the human,
Yeah.
the dwarves.
So Foundling would have made a break for there. I'm going to try and get through the ring of guards and
Okay.
get over to the prisoners.
All right. Are you just going straight full on dash, get past them?
And disengage if needed.
Okay. As you go dashing, you run straight at one of a couple of the guards and the myrmidons. And as you rush at them, they draw their blades. The myrmidons are a bit too slow to react. The Ganassis are able to react, and they each make an attack against you. One of them misses. The other one does hit with a 23.
Yep.
This is where I need to find stats. Where did I put it? There it is. So short sword. So you take 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And
not heal damage.
please. And 11 points of fire damage.
Yep.
And as the strike cuts into you, you feel it draw against your calf, and you stop moving.
Well, all these guys got Sentinel.
Well, looks like I'm fighting then.
They are going to attempt to grapple you, the Myrmidons, now that they're in range to do so. Which is not great for one. The other one might be okay. So that's what I expected this to happen. Make an acrobatics or athletics check, your choice. Is it a stupid number?
It's a crit.
So yes.
Just flip out of the way.
Yeah. So as they go to grab against you,
Come on, matrix dodge.
Yeah, you matrix dodge underneath them, and you do hear someone just shout, "Hold! Let the small ones scurry if they wish. It will do them no good. We are in peace talks at the moment. But be prepared to murder should you need to."
Okay, they've been told not to fight. I'm carrying on.
Not to fight or running.
Running.
Okay. You rush off and you get to one of the houses where, well, actually, no, we'll leave you to do,
take a couple of rounds even at my speed.
Yeah, to do founding things. The rest of you, what are you doing? By this point, I would say, Asher, you probably have made your way down and can join everyone on the balcony.
I'll have moved in that time to the balcony as well.
All right.
I'll have closed the cargo doors, I think.
Okay, you. Okay. So, what will it be? We have your kin, no? As he looks and sees them, they get thrown to his feet, including Grandpa Wolf. Gets lifted out of his trousers and just sat on the ground. You can see his legs are a little bit withered because he prefers to sit in these legs all day. And there's a little bit of muscle wastage. And he's just laid sat on the ground. He's looking around and goes, "Is that Leela? Oh, look, Peter, it's Leela. Look, Leela's back. She's come back to save us. Oh, she's got a blimp. Oh, fantastic. She's going to save us. It's going to be all right." And then you just hear Isabel say, "Father." Just calm. Oh.
Did I hear that?
Yes.
Yes, Grandpa, it's me. I've come back. I'm going to try and save you. Yes, I've got a great blimp. You should come on board and see it. It's great fun. I've got a big gun. This is great as well. I'll have to tell you how I got it. This is great. I hope you're okay. Hope you're all okay. I'm going to try and get you back, but you just have to...
Enough!
I was going to say, Asher puts her hand on Leela's shoulder.
So what'll it be? Full-scale war or an honorable duel between two worthy combatants?
Can we have time to discuss? Before we do that, though, quick question. One, do we only get one duel, or can we take turns? And if, sooner or later...
I said single combatant. I will burn you where you stand.
Okay, cool. So we just need to figure out who we're going to pick. We're just going to walk over here and talk amongst ourselves for a sec. And I'm going to be like to everyone else, like, guys, fuck over here for a sec.
I'll probably make my way back up to the cockpit at this point.
Yeah.
I'll try down. I'll be back. Bye, Grandpa. I promise.
Okay. Your dad's here.
I know, I saw. Hi, Dad. Hi, Mum. I'll be back in 1 second.
Your father says, "Oh, hi, Asher. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Leela, don't worry about us. You just carry on doing your thing. It's all right. Don't worry about it.
Asher.
We've met once before. It's fine. We were meant in passing. It was a long night. It's before your mother. But just carry on."
I'm very old.
I'm kidding. You know I kid when I get nervous. Oh, God.
And I was really hoping he was just so up for battle that he'd be like, yeah, sure, like, all you guys go at me one at a time, at least, as long as 1 out of 7, 1 out of the however of us won. Did anyone think they can take him?
They say 1 or 2 combatants.
What?
How many people are allowed to fight?
1. This is that whole thing where, like, they're like, no bloodshed, let's send out our 2 best warriors and let that decide.
I don't think I've got it.
Combat you asked for. It's probably safer to get the prisoners out, but the thing is, I don't quite know how we're going to get the prisoners out. If we're fighting, if one of us lose, then we kind of lose that. But if we risk a full-on-scale battle here, people are going to die. So...
Was it, you said, Tom? Sorry?
I just said I don't think I've got a chance.
Yeah, Leela, I think the second it turns into fighting, he steps on those guys there and probably starts burning all the houses with all the other captives. They're leverage for us to agree to this so he can have his fun. After that's not the case, he can probably kill them.
Well, I'm not going to let that happen. I'm not going to let them suffer, but I'm not going to leave them. Like, I've got to try. That's my family he's got down there. Like, I'm not going to start a war. I'm not going to start a huge fight in here. I could blow us all to smithereens.
What do you think the chances are I can get away with asking him if we can fight out in the open? Because that was my plan, to try and move him away from here anyway.
I think that the chances of him agreeing to that are slim to none.
Ash is just staring at Cedric with that kind of...
No. I'm not going to do it.
Oh, it's not you doing the fighting. It's a highly possible that you might die also.
It's what we agreed, wasn't it? That's why I brought you back.
It is Leila's family.
Yeah, they're my family. You sacrificed enough.
Oh, okay, here's my axe.
Ugh, thanks.
No, it has to be one of us. Take the axe back from me.
No.
You don't stand a chance.
And you die, Asher dies, and then the world dies.
Let me try.
No.
You've already said you wouldn't stand a chance.
With some more healing, I might, and at least if I die, someone else doesn't immediately die as well.
I mean, I have a chance to beat him by basically cheesing the battle. Considering it's 1-on-1, I can wall of force him into a single spot and he won't be able to hurt me as long as he doesn't have any ranged attacks. Did he have ranged attacks last time we fought him? We were in a very small hot room and I was fighting a fire elemental, so I don't really remember.
Yeah, but how long does the wall last?
An hour.
It's
Or-
more likely with my...
It'll be fight to the death.
Yes.
He's not going to hang around for an hour.
He will just sit there and wait.
Yeah, but
Immune.
for that hour, I get to chip at him.
No.
Nothing.
As far as I understand, that wall of force is impenetrable.
Yeah, but I can't actually fully enclose him because of his size. I would need to make one that constantly has these little 5x10 vertical gaps, which would be my way to be able to hit him.
That doesn't sound sensible.
I mean, I don't know. None of us have a chance against him. I'm trying to think outside the box so we have a trick that will change the odds in this situation. I don't think any of us are going to win 1-on-1.
It depends if he allows us half an hour to prepare. Because I could give Lyra my belt. Or the mother's embrace. If Lyra wants to do this.
No, I'm not letting anyone fight for what I've brought people into.
This isn't what you've brought people into at all.
This would need to happen at some point, Leela. And
You're
better 1-on-1 than all of us against this entire cave and prisoners on the line as well.
forgetting that some of us actually used to live here too. And while I don't have family here, there's still a lot of friends that I have. But, I mean, you know, all it takes is for him to hit me once and that's battle over for me. So I don't know what... I mean, I'm happy to do it, but I don't think anyone thinks my plan's going to work.
I think it's more that they wouldn't respect the result.
Yeah, I guess.
It's a respect thing. If it's an honorable duel in the giant culture, then it will be considered fine if we kill him. But if we try and influence it in any way externally, then they will turn on us and we will all die.
You think they'd see flying as cheating as well?
I don't know. Maybe.
Depends what they mean by combat. Like if it's purely weapon fighting, we really should have got some more conditions understood. Yeah, so is that just weapons? Is that magic? In which case, we don't know what we're up against.
How about this? Someone has to try this. If it looks like they're about to die, obviously everyone else just jumps in and tries to hopefully finish him off before that happens. I think that's all we can do.
But then we get attacked by the 40-odd guards that are surrounding the blimp, and I don't think that quite will work for everyone.
Well, I get the feeling if we lose, we're meant to be captives. So, and
So it all depends on who wants to the most. I have no problem fighting him.
You're probably better equipped, and we know you can do more damage. The only issue really is that it's 2 lives on the line, not just 1. But if we lose, then all our lives are pretty much done.
How about the jumping we do is shit fire the cannon at him? We tell Kelatar as well. We're all going to get ready the second Asher looks like she might lose. If that happens, Asher, you're amazing. I really
It's
kind of hope you can
visionary,
do
you
that.
don't have to sugarcoat it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just wanted to pump you up, but
Yeah.
yeah. Because, as you said, we lose, we're effectively dead anyway.
I mean, we can kit you up, Lyra. You can make you as durable as possible.
I think I have Death Ward available.
That might help.
He does.
Actually, yeah. Can we all just buff you? Wait, will they see that as unhonorable?
It depends. If it is spells that don't have an external presence, then they might not notice.
I will go over to the side and speak to the giant.
Mhm.
Say, if one of us chooses to fight, maybe have some time to prepare.
How long do you wish?
1 hour?
1 hour. The terms would be: the victor shall have claim over this place and all who are contained within it. That includes the warship and the enslaved, and my army of the enslaved. But should you be victorious, then they will leave. If I am victorious, you never return to Ms. Kumal. The ship stays here and you're escorted out. Return and they all die. Are those terms agreeable?
I'll turn and face them.
Is what it is.
The terms are agreeable. Sorry, did you want to say something?
I was just going to ask if I heard all this.
Make a perception check.
Yeah, 21. Okay,
You've heard certainly his side of the conversation.
Yeah, not the stuff that was being talked about inside.
No,
Okay.
you just heard him speaking.
Okay, so I'm not going to go and try and beat up the guards and get the prisoners out. I'm going to turn around and go back to the blimp.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun. Can someone open the door, please?
You can run outside.
Run to the outside and rejoin everyone.
We're dueling him.
Someone is.
Then you have 1 hour to prepare. Then we shall fight to the death.
One hour would be enough to get me back to full fitness, almost. I could try.
What defenses do you have against the sort of damage he'll be doing?
Dodging. Or moving out of range.
I am at least resistant to his fire, and I can defend against some of the worst of the weapon attacks, I hope.
I'm immune to fire and resistant to all of his weapons attacks.
Aren't you also immune to fire?
Yeah.
It would also
Yes.
probably be a shorter battle if you did it. And with this much warning, you could... Do you have wings at the minute?
I believe so.
You might be able to deploy them before you start. Which of us should it be?
My only problem is Cedric, but as he said, that is the agreement we had, and we can't let Leela's parents and all those people down there die.
Leela's parents are down there?
Yes, and my grandpa. But
Risks 2 lives rather than 1, but Asher is the strongest fighter among us.
The only concern that I have is that Asher was the strongest,
I'm still fighting handicapped.
whereas if Lyra hits in the right spot, her sword hurts.
That is true. Well, we're having a short rest, aren't we? We can
Yes.
Let's see how much healing we can do.
We've got an hour to figure this out.
So short rest and any attunement changes that are happening would happen at this time, depending on whom is taking part.
Presumably we can have a short rest and figure that out later. So any changes happened during the rest.
Sure. So do your first go first, and we can change gear loadout in a moment.
What does Asher have resistances to non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing? Actually, same for question for Lyra.
Asher can rage, so she has resistance
So
to
she would get that
physical damage.
Yeah.
But Lyra has an ability that gives her half damage on a single attack as a reaction
Every turn.
every turn.
I'm back to full health, which is good. And if I were to have Cedric's belt, I could swap out the ring I have, and then I would be regaining some health as long as I'm on the ground. Is that right?
Yes.
Does it do anything else?
Push your constitution up by a lot.
6.
I mean, that would help a lot, just having more health.
Your maximum increases by 6. You can read Primordial, and you gain 1d10 plus your con at the start of every turn, as long as you're touching the ground.
I can also give you an extra 30 max and current. And I'm also looking through my other buffs that last for at least an hour, so I can.
Will say, what armor are you wearing, Lyra?
I am wearing my half plate +2.
Is that heavy armor?
It is medium armor,
It is medium armor. Ah,
because I'm a medium armor master.
You are indeed. Yeah, halfway. Yeah, that's cool. Because the Mother's Embrace can't be worn with heavy armor, which is why Asher doesn't use it.
Also because balance.
Also because we don't want to make you more indestructible.
I could cast Otherworldly Visage on Lyra. She would be immune to fire and poison damage if I pick lower planes.
Oh, that's that spell, isn't it?
That's the one that I used that ruined Matt's at the end of
That's what I used against him last time.
Yeah.
As Anna.
Immunity to poison, spectral wings, +2 to AC. All your weapons are magical. You can attack twice. Shit, definitely should cast this on you.
If her fight is to have the Mother's Embrace and draw health from the earth, it might make more sense for me to fight. If the arena is large enough, I could easily get out of his reach and dodge around while I wait for that to heal. But we don't know the size of the arena, so that may not work.
I can make you resistant to fire.
fire potion. Kalatar has a fire resistant potion as well.
I was thinking more if you had 4 arms and I can shrink this, and I hold Shatterfang and it shrinks down to a longsword. Resistance to fire and cold. Not that cold is relevant at the moment, but just flexing.
My concern is that although I could wield it, I know I don't hit the hardest. I throw a lot of attacks.
It's a tough one.
It is. I'll do it. I'll need the appropriate crystal though.
I believe you're holding lever.
Fish out of the bag holding. Are you sure? Like,
Yes.
this isn't your fight.
It's our fight.
She gives it to you without saying anything.
Okay.
Which version of the Mother's Embrace is this?
The one, X at the end of it.
So does Lyra have any resistance or immunity to fire at the moment?
I'm resistant to fire because Mithralis does that.
Do you wish to borrow anything of mine?
It's not much more I can.
If you're attuned to Mithralis, the Mother's Embrace, Hunter's Prospect.
Yeah, I guess that's not going to be much help. I could potentially take that off and put something else on if there was another reasonable thing.
Staff of Striking, that's a +3.
You use Dex, don't you?
I can use either. I have a +4. I have the same bonus to Strength as I do to Dex these days because I'm a wereshog.
Cloak of Protection, +1 AC and saving throws.
I mean, that might help.
I'll be casting Aid at 7th level, Intellect Fortress, and False Life at 5th level.
I'm not sure what most of those do.
Aid will
Unfortunately,
increase
false
your-
life is self.
Oh, frick.
I looked at it.
Aid gives you 5
It'll-
hit points per level above second.
So yeah,
your-
30 in total.
So 30 to your maximum.
And it increases your current
Yeah.
at the same time, yeah.
Well, he's at max anyway, so adding it to the max should be.
How long does it last?
8 hours.
And also 2 other people can have it. Just
Yeah, keep forgetting that. Right, myself and... Oh,
Can I
wait,
use
everyone's already
cloak
healed.
of protection?
sorry.
Can I use the cloak of protection?
Are you asking me or are you asking family?
Both, I guess.
Lyra can use it. It's a tune.
It's achievement, but that's all.
I can take off the hunter's prospect for this. And that would be much help. I've used the. I mean, we've taken a short rest, so I've got a use of hunter's mark back out of it. But I think the cloak of protection might be more useful.
Because it's an hour's rest, you can attune to both items. Normally, you can only attune to one item per short rest, but an hour you can do both.
It's a cloak of protection +1.
Just a regular one, yeah.
Asher is going to put in front of Lyra the last potion of supreme healing, which is one of the purple ones.
I have one of those.
Yeah, you might need another one. I don't want you dying.
Okay.
And an old rolled up scroll, which I've had for so long.
Do you need resistance from anything else?
Oh, I'll cast False Life.
What does
Not False Life.
Death Ward.
Death Ward.
Oh
So
my
I've
God.
got 30 extra. No, that's not right.
Yeah, 30
Ride max, isn't it?
over your max, yes.
So I add it to it. I don't just put 30 because that's
No,
wrong.
I'll just drop you down to 30 hit points. Then you got a real problem.
And that'd be a
First
crazy
time ever
set.
over 200 hit points.
Ooh.
Cedric is also going to cast Bless on you.
That will only last a minute.
Yeah, but we'll do that as we go in.
Okay.
The scroll Asher has given you is Circle of Power.
I don't know what that does.
I do.
It's the highest power of which I can bestow. I brought it a long time ago and it cost me a shitload of money. Basically, it's a 30-foot sphere around you. The spear moves with you, centered on you for the duration, which is 10 minutes. Has advantage on saving throws and spells against other magical effects. Additionally, when an affected creature succeeds on a saving throw against a spell or magic effect that allows it to make a saving throw to take only half damage, instead it takes no damage.
So it gives you evasion, but for all saving throw types.
That's very good.
You
What
have-
are the rules of casting from this scroll?
So I play it that all classes can cast a spell scroll. If it's above the level that they themselves can cast, it's an extra Arcana check, and if it is, the DC sort of increases for it. And if it's not on their spell list at all, there's another Arcana check they have to make for it via DC.
Right. So I do have proficiency in Arcana, which is handy.
Yes, so you'd effectively be making 2 DC 20 Arcana checks to cast it.
Very powerful.
And it
And
is
it's an action to cast.
yes, it's an action to cast. It lasts for 10 minutes and it's concentration. But on the other hand, you do get advantage on your Constitution saving throws to maintain concentration.
Yes.
spell attack.
And if you've
or
got the
inspire
Mother's Embrace, that boosts your Constitution as well, doesn't it?
through
No.
the roof.
Yeah. Yeah, my con saves were now a +11.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, same.
Feels good. Can't
It's
lie.
good.
Now imagine if I was still a proper paladin and you were stood next to me.
So,
Oh, sorry, before we go, would Lyra prefer Intellect Fortress or Haste?
Remind me what Intellect Fortress is?
Intellect Fortress is resistant to psychic damage and advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws for 1 hour.
Probably not haste, because if it drops for any reason, I will be screwed.
So yeah, Intellect Fortress then.
you have
On
it
the
prepared.
No, I'll be doing my usual. I spent 5 sorcery points to make sure anything up to level 5 I can cast without failing.
Okay.
So Aid, Death Ward, Intellect Fortress. I'm not sure I'll use the scroll. I'm sorry, but
I just want to give you every opportunity, but if you don't
I
want
don't trust my dice rolls that much.
Okay, I'll take that back.
Does Lyra need anything else resistance wise? Because I can do. I know you're probably very resistant to everything, but I can do protection from energies. So if there's anything else that she would like resistance from, just as like a backup.
I don't remember him using any other kind of. It was sort of physical and fire.
So I can give you resistance to acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder. Might just be worth just giving you one, just in case he brings something out. I can just.
How long does that last?
It's an hour if I keep concentration.
And I suppose you shouldn't be losing concentration.
I would hope not.
I mean, what's he likely to have? Maybe either lightning or thunder, possibly.
From what I can remember, I don't know, just on. I don't know if it's metagaming, but the last campaign, I'm pretty sure I went up against someone with fire that had lightning. So I don't know, but what's likely to do more damage, lightning or thunder?
Probably lightning.
Yeah. Okay, I will give you, so I will cast protection from energy when you go to leave. And so you have resistance to lightning damage. That's all I can kind of really offer.
Okay. Things
All
are
right.
ready.
So, with that preparations made, you step out onto the balcony. As the Scorch Lord lifts his shield off of the gnomes below. Gestures for you to step forward. The gnomes are taken away and kept by guards, and they give you a space. Guards forming a barrier around, kind of like in that scene in during the King's trial in Black Panther, where your battleground is effectively a wide semicircle with the falling lava fall as a curtain to the side and a wall of bodies looking down on you. The rest of the party stood up top in there on the blimp.
When I get within 90 feet of him, I will cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay. Make a sleight of hand check to cast it without being noticed.
It's a verbal spell. There's no somatic components.
Still sleight of hand just to sort of disguise that you're...
Whisper.
Yeah.
With murderous intent.
Roll sleight of lips.
Looks like a 17.
Okay. You get the spell off and he looks around himself and shakes his head and slams his two shields into the ground. Come! Name yourself, challenger.
I am Lirale Yavolwa of Imrasil.
Lirale Yavolwa of Inrastil. I am Scourge Lord Valadir Satastam. Should I fall, then you have the word of me that my slaves here will become yours. Should you fall, your friends will leave immediately. These are the terms that we have agreed.
They are.
Then we begin after this break. Yeah, we'll come back. As he says, we shall begin. A wall of fire erupts around, just creating a semicircle, keeping you boxed in effectively, so shrinking your area of fighting. But we will pick that up in 15 minutes and we'll go from there. So we'll see you in a little bit. And we are back. So, as they stand in this area, you can see the falling lava on the far end of the map there, and the river that flows behind it. The rest of the party is just up here. Sat on the blimp. Yeah, I'm going to pin it. So, Lirale, roll initiative. I'm going to assume you're going first, unless you roll like a 1.
25.
Yeah. You rolled a 9. So you're going first.
And naturally, he's just over 30 feet away from me.
I mean, I assume you would have positioned yourself probably there. I just put you down.
I was also presuming that I would have equipped my shield.
Yeah, I'll say you've as you're sort of walking position, you've got your shield out. That was your preparatory round, we'll say. Is that in the hunter's mark? As he's got his 2 shields out, so yeah, you can have your 1.
Yeah. Thank you. That's very kind. Right. Let's go, as they say.
Indeed.
Fuck him up, Lara.
Asher on the blimp is just gonna be perpetually praying.
Yeah, actually, Foundling will be praying as well.
I mean, I will probably have murmured some quick words to Artemis as well.
Just on one
Hello.
knee, and then the entirety of this fight will not stop.
Right.
They're at first.
Bonus action. I will activate Planar Warrior.
The planar energies rip right the way up through Mithralis.
I'll take a deep breath and run straight at him. Wondering why I took Elemental as my extra favoured enemy last time I got one rather than Giant. There we go. And yeah, make 2 attacks. And do I get the advantage because he hasn't acted yet?
Yeah.
Good. Probably need it. So that's a 23 on the first attack.
Just hits.
Because he's holding 2 shields.
Yep.
Arthur Two Shields Jackson there.
Oh, damn it. If only we'd realised. Could have given Foundling 4 shields. They've never been able to hit me.
That's not bad damage.
What we got?
34 force damage.
Nice. So as you come in with the first one, you take the planar blade and stab it, thrusting across the base of his shin, getting through some of the plates that are in there. Obviously, this is just a storm giant that I happen to have lying around, rather than an actual fire giant, but it'll do.
And second attack, except I will teleport 10 feet sort of downwards as I'm looking at the map towards the straight edge. Yeah. Let's try and keep away from the river of lava, shall we?
Yep.
Is a 26 to hit.
Yep, hits.
For another 17 magical slashing damage.
Another slashing damage. Okay, so if you take the cut, you bounce out, and then using the momentum of the blade, slash it back against his other leg. Putting him down to there. Cool. I've just got in my mind just the image of Lyra just at the end, just going, and as you can see, I am not dead. Just as she gets booted off here. I've got my own little Black Panther thing going on in my head. Is that your turn?
Yes.
All right. He is going to growl. He's good first strike. Now try mine. And he's going to make 3 fire shield attacks against you.
Okay.
So that is 19,
Miss.
a 25,
Hit.
and a 31.
Hit. I will what's it called? Planar defense, the first one.
Okay. Oh, no, they're D6s. So the first one is a 22 points of bludgeoning damage plus. Sorry, I'll do this. This is fire damage, so it's hard. So 8 points of fire damage, and then another.
So hang on, that's 30.
Yes, and then another 9 points of piercing damage. So
Down to 20.
Yes.
Okay.
From the first. As the shield comes across you, you feel the weight of it hit, as well as the large protruding spikes pierce into you, and the pure heat that radiates from him drives into you.
I keep concentration on that one. Probably
Okay.
went up next.
Second attack is 28 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
Plus 17 of fire. So we're up to.
Is that already reduced?
No. So 17
9.
down. Yep. So
36.
36 plus 9
37,
points.
sorry.
Yes, plus 9 points of piercing damage.
So 45.
Yes, reduced down to, so 23 is the saving throw DC.
No, hang on, 46.
Yeah, so 23 is the safe DC.
I get a 28. So maintain my hunter's mark.
Okay, that is the end of his turn as he slams 2 shields. The first one you managed to duck underneath, and then you just feel the weight of 2 crashing into you from his various strikes. They're almost like he's got them as sort of full-on arm guards. It's not pleasant. It's your turn.
Okay, beginning of my turn, I regain health.
You do.
D10 plus Constitution mod.
It is. Let me just double check.
Yeah, it is.
On that, it is. Yeah, D10 plus your Constitution modifier. You can also choose to expend 1 to 3 hit dice as well.
No, won't do that. 8 plus 5 is 13.
Okay, you feel the ground beneath you just sort of rise up underneath your armor and just cover into the wounds and just sort of slowly start to soothe and take away the heat that has come from them.
Not really anything. Okay. On this particular turn. Right, I will make my 2 attacks.
Okay.
First. That's a miss.
Yep.
Second is a 27 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
$22 force damage. Not very good damage.
Okay, so as you come back in with the blade, having felt the revigoration from Guy, you stab back into the legs, the only place you can really get any good grip onto. Is that your turn? Anything your bonus?
Yes, with my bonus action, I will swig one of the potions of sorry, I'll take a potion of greater healing. I have 3 of those, so I'll take one of those, which is 44 plus 4.
Greater healing? Yes, 44 plus 4. Okay.
Oh, that's nice. 12, 16. Okay.
It was hitting. All right. His turn. He is going to step this way slightly, just sort of keeping you relatively close position. He is then going to use his shield charge. He's going to stomp in a line this way, heading towards the barrier, just slamming the shield together and pushing forward. As he enters, he makes an attack against you with his fire shield, which probably won't. 23.
That is my armor class.
Okay.
I will play a defense.
Yep. So this is 10, 15, 23 points of bludgeoning damage. Three of fire. Oh, really badly that time.
That already halved.
That is the halved, yeah.
The 26.
And then another 8 points of piercing damage.
Sorry, did you say 23 or 27 points of bludgeoning?
23.
26. 34 down to 17 total.
17. And I need you to make a strength saving throw.
23.
23 is the DC. So you get out of the way as it's pushed, and he moves his way in. Snaps around, frustrated that he didn't push you into the wall of fire.
And my concentration check is a 26. So
Nice.
I still keep them.
All right, it is your turn.
I think I can get back into melee with him.
Yes, you should be able to. It was only up to move 30 feet, so he's actually probably a little bit closer there. So,
Yeah. And I will make my
Did
2
you regain
attacks.
hit points at the start of your turn?
Oh, I do, yes. Thank you.
Please don't forget that.
Again, an 8, so another 13.
nice. It appears you're in a Mortal Kombat fight. Don't forget to heal your hit points.
Yes. Was that your Clippy from Microsoft Word impression?
That was, yeah, I assume it has a voice. I don't know. I've never turned it on.
Hi, seems you're in a battle for life and death.
Would you like some help with that?
First attack is a 28 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Uh, 28 force damage.
Okay. As you cut into him this time, the blade forces and it erupts. Seems to cut one of the larger blood vessels in his leg. It spurts out and blasts back to you. I need to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Not very good. 19.
That succeeds, so you take half this damage. 19, so no, you say even half of it again, so 5 points of fire damage from a 4th level Hellish Rebuke.
I will just check on. I don't think I can fail the concentration check. With a
No,
plus,
not on that, no.
so I won't bother.
No.
Second attack.
Yep.
So that's a 30 to hit.
Yes.
For 15 slashing damage.
15 points slashing damage. Okay. You cut again, this time having ducked out the way, slicing a little bit lower in the same leg. The blood isn't as forceful as it pumps out this time. But it is unpleasant for him.
I will say go.
Sorry?
That's it, yeah.
Okay. 3 shield attacks. Unnatural 20, 23, and 30.
The 23 and 30 hit.
Okay.
I will defense the first one.
Okay. So 14, 22 points of bludgeoning damage.
Mhm.
14 reduced to 7 of fire.
29.
And 10 of piercing.
39 reduced to
20.
20.
Yep. Again, DC 10, so you're fine on the con save. The second attack that hit is 16 plus 8, 24 bludgeoning.
Yeah.
15 reduced to 8 of fire.
So 32.
And then 2 of piercing.
34.
That is the end of his turn.
DC of 17 this time. So 17 is on the dice.
Okay. So the first blade the first shield he comes in, slams down, but you've already spun out of the way, dodging because with your exceptional speed and just parrying it off with your own shield. The second one, the shield slams into your back. You feel yourself flicker slightly into the ethereal plane to resist the damage, but the second one just pins you against the first, or the second hit pins you against the first shield, and you take.
Hey, that time I actually defended against the right attack.
Yeah.
More damage. That's the first time that's happened.
Take a punt and you see what happens. All right, your turn.
Right. Heal. It's a 10. So
Nice.
15. Right. 2 attacks. First is a miss with a 17.
Yep.
Second is a hit with a 28.
Yep.
26 force damage.
Okay.
And for my bonus action, I'm going to swig one of the potions of supreme healing.
Okay, so you take the blades and jam it in once again, having missed with the first one. As you reach around the shield hand, you pop the cork on that supreme potion and chug it. So the supreme is 10d4 plus 20.
One of the big ones.
One of the big ones.
So that's 50 points of healing.
Oh, damn. Alrighty then. Anything else? Or is that you're done?
That's me done.
Alrighty then. He is going to do same as before. 3 fire shields. No, and 32.
32 will hit, and I will defense against that one.
Hey!
Don't have to choose. Awesome.
So 15 plus 8, 23 points of bludgeoning.
Yeah.
6 of fire, so 29. And 4 of piercing, so 33. 17.
17.
Yep.
So I will still, the DC would still be 10, presumably. Yeah. Okay, so won't bother with the concentration check for this time.
Okay, that is his turn. He's getting frustrated in the fact that you just won't die.
Okay, my turn?
Yep.
Heal.
Heal some.
Oh, it's only a 4 this time, so 9. Right. Two Mithralis attacks.
Yep.
I'll roll them both at the same time this time, because
Sure.
They both miss.
Ah.
The highest is a 19.
Okay, so as you take the 2 strikes, the shield come down and just slam into a sort of snowplow position, protecting his legs this time. Seemingly, he's getting used to your teleporty, stabby antics, and he is getting suitably prepared for it.
Mm-hmm. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's now his turn again. He's going to... Yes?
No, sorry, I was just considering whether to bam as a bonus action. Just
okay.
Run, but
all right. He is going to step this way, stepping around you, and he is going to shield charge again.
Right.
So, going to make a single attack. 23 just hits, doesn't it?
That's my armor class. I will defense against it.
Okay. And I need to make a strength saving throw, please, as I do these numbers. So 31 reduced down to 16 damage. Yep. Strength save?
26.
That succeeds. So again, as he charges past and stops shy of the lava, again, frustrated that he didn't get to shove you into it. But he stops and turns back to face you with, "You'll survive well, little elf. Not for much longer.
We'll see.
I imagine that's exactly how Lyra reacts to it. Lyra's turn.
Heal. It's an 8.
Nice.
Been rolling well on this. It's nice. Yep. Okay. 2 more attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Just get into combat with him and wail. That is a 26 and a 28 to hit.
Yeah, a little bit.
So the first attack is a... That's absolutely maximum damage.
Ooh.
39 force damage.
Nice.
That's nice. It's nice when that happens. Sorry to be loud there.
No, it's fine.
No. Be loud and proud, Tom. Be loud
blade-
and proud. Do it again.
The teleport this time comes in, you pop up where you see that there's a gap in between the 2 shields, and you just stab into the stomach, just tearing open and just creating a little bit of gore and viscera. At that point, he will use his reaction to use Hellish Rebuke again, so make a dex save for him, please.
Oh, natural 1.
Okay.
So 11.
So that is 10, 21. You take 12 points of, 11 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Second attack
Second attack.
also hits, so
Yes, it's 20 slashing.
oof, nice. He is bleeding somewhat, although the pure heat that's around seems to be cauterizing some of the wounds. All right, is that all?
No.
Okay.
With my bonus action, I said my bonus action, I will face step 30 feet directly backwards.
Okay. To there. Ready?
And I'm assuming I woke up in like probably summer this morning, which means it would do like 1 point of fire damage to him, which he's immune to. So
Yeah. All right, it's now his turn. He is frustrated that you got away from this. He's going to take one of his shields and throw it down in disgust, just dropping it and use this red meeple just to indicate. Actually, I'll use this.
Oh boy.
Better. We'll chuck down one of his shields there. He is going to charge towards you, and he's going to attempt to grapple you. So make an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Oh boy.
that's a 25 acrobatics.
Rolled an 18, misses. So he goes to grab you, and you manage to duck out the way and frustrate. Right on. Little nut! Slams down you with the shield. Nope, that's a 17. So he's going to go with the other hand to try and grab you again. So another athletics or acrobatics.
That's a 23.
24. So this time, as you duck out of the way, he seems to know where you are. His hand is there positioned. As you dodge out of the way of the shield, he grabs onto it and pulls you up. And just grasps you. I'm just going to put you on the base for now.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you can't do anything else with it at this moment, but you are now 20 feet up in the air.
Okay.
And grab.
My turn?
Yep.
So at the start of my turn, I don't heal.
Great.
However, I can say I'm going to attack him and teleport 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yep.
he said I'm 20 feet in the air.
Yep.
So I expect this means I will attack and then fall.
Full 10 feet, yes.
So let's do that. I will make one attack and then we'll do the fall.
Okay. So you grab the blades and you appear. Where do you want to appear?
Between him and the shield. if I can.
Yeah, that's fine. You can get yourself there.
Aiming for his like kidney or something.
Yeah, sure. Just
That is a 30 to hit.
Yep.
Ooh, terrible damage this time.
what you get for maxing.
20 force damage.
Such minimal 20.
I know.
damage.
Pitiful. Pitiful.
Yeah,
I mean, imagine it's on like 5 dice, though, isn't it?
it's 4.
Oh, okay.
3d8, 1d6, and I have a +9 bonus.
Oh, so a pitiful 11 or 4 dice. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
great. Okay, you fall and take 6 points of bludgeoning damage
Okay.
as you land.
And make another attack. So 28 to hit.
Yeah, I'll hit.
For 17.
17 damage. Okay. And his armor class now currently is 21 because he has dropped a shield. So as you come in and you take another stab against him, this time cutting against the Achilles tendon as you fall down, he's saying, frustrated with the fact that he no longer has you in his grip. So it's not his turn, unless you want to do anything bonus.
No, I'll stay where I am.
All right, he's going to pivot and try and grasp you again. So acrobatics or athletics.
24.
Unnatural 20.
No, sorry. No, 22.
No, still unnatural 20. So first grab, he goes, you're still too fast and nimble, dodging out the way. He's going to try again. He really wants to grab you. So another acrobatics or athletics check.
Oh, that's not good. Sorry, 13.
33. So this time he grabs onto you and clutches you tight and just brings you up to eye level. Not this time. He's going to walk over this way and he's going to use his last attack to throw you into the lava. Put you there. Which means you take, as I remember what lava roll does. I'm going to say make a dexterity saving throw to see how well you can position yourself so you don't sink into it completely.
29.
Yeah, okay, so you don't sink into it, you manage to give yourself enough buffer that you just sort of sit on top of it. So, lava. I like kind of lava.
I don't.
Sorry?
I don't.
I said not that kind of lava. I didn't say I like that kind of lava. I believe it's 10d10 for lava damage.
All ones, so it's like 10.
Sorry?
All ones, so 10, yeah.
Let me roll it, so I don't have enough d10 to hand. So 45 points of fire damage reduced down to 23.
With a DC of 12. 18.
You're still concentrating, but you are in lava, and it's not a great place to be. You feel yourself slowly sinking. So this is actually no. You ignore difficult terrain, so never mind. So it's your turn.
Does this count as on the ground or not?
No, you are in liquid technically, even though it is liquid ground. I know.
Okay. I'm going to actually bonus action. I will cast Misty Step.
Okay, sorry, Dom. Did you say something?
I was just saying, it's liquid rock, and rock is ground.
Yeah,
mean,
that's
you
what I
can't
was
get-
thinking. That
You can't get more earth than magma. You know, that's more core to the earth than the soil is.
Okay, Misty Step. What are you talking to?
I'm teleporting to behind him.
Okay.
And then I shall whirl round because I don't know if I can turn around as I. So I'm facing him and
Yeah.
make 2 attacks.
Yep, go for it.
19 on the dice, so
Oh, okay.
31.
It's also a crit.
I was going to say, you've got a hunter's mark on him.
Yes, it's not an actual crit,
No, it doesn't do the extra
not
bonus.
a mortal crit, but it's
Not a mortal crit, but it is a critical hit.
Out of all the
So-
crits you personally could have done, it's the worst one of the 2, but still a crit nonetheless.
No. To be fair, this is not the worst one. This is the middle one because he hasn't even put a force on it.
Yeah. You got that mid-ranged crit.
Yeah,
and mid-range damage.
but doubled.
/, force damage.
45 force damage. Okay.
And second attack.
Yep.
That is a 20.
Misses, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Just for the first one, you get the real surprise on it. The hunter's mark guides your strike to a point just behind the knee. The blade comes in, you basically blow out his knee. I'm going to see if he one. So that hobbles him for a round. So he basically is at half speed for a round.
I mean, I'm right there. So.
You are. But all the things for me to roll a 1 on. That was funny. But the second strike is he's dropped down so much you can't get and the knee has bent around it. You can't pull the blade out to get a second strike enough. So that will end your turn. Unless you want to do anything with your movement.
No.
Okay. Now his turn. He is going to spin around on his knee. He is going to make 2 shield attacks and 1 unarmed strike against you.
Okay.
So the shield first. 25 and 26.
Those both hit.
Okay.
I will defense the first one.
Okay. So the first is 27 bludgeoning. Seven fire and 10 piercing.
44 to 22.
Yep. Second attack. 28 bludgeoning. Uh, 15 down to 8 fire. And 12 piercing.
Oh, 48.
Yep. And then the unarmed. Sorry?
DC of 24.
Yes.
That's gone forever.
Dead to me.
No, 20.
Hunter's mark fades. Right. And then so I just realised Hunter's mark wouldn't have been a crit because you're not attuned to the Hunter's prospect anymore.
Give him back.
Fine, don't worry. I made the mistake because I drew attention to it, so don't worry about it. But a natural 20 on the unarmed strike.
Yeah.
But it's an unarmed strike, so I mean,
Yeah.
So it's normally 1, but for a giant, I'm going to say that it's 3 because
Plus strength modifier.
plus a strength modifier, which is 8. So
11.
plus another 3 because double the strength, the punch. So
14.
14, yeah. All right, that is his turn. He is regretting putting his shield down. It did not seem to help him. As you heal.
I do. I need it. I heal 11 points.
Don't forget you can use your hit dice if you want to give you extra healing.
I will use 2 hit dice.
Okay.
Ugh, for an extra. Do each of them increase with have con mod on?
Yeah, it's as if you're using them on a short rest.
So in that case, that's 11. Also 9, so 20 and 6, so 26 total.
Okay.
Can someone remember I've used 2 of my hit dice, please?
Yep.
I've just put it in the chat.
Okay. Let's make 2 attacks.
Okey-dokey.
That is a 30, in fact, to hit.
Okay.
No hunter's mark this time. Force damage.
Okay.
Second attack. That is a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
For 15 slashing damage. Yeah.
Looks like damage. Cool.
And I'm sorry, I'm going to take the other supreme healing potion.
Drink
Okay.
all of it.
Just do it. Do it.
Because I feel like this.
I don't care what you do, just don't fucking die. Can
This
we?
is the
Is it like a
tempo
video
play.
game where if we spend more coins, we can give him another life?
Yeah, is there like
Because I've currently got like £400 of raw diamond. How much does that get him?
1 hit point.
Worth.
That's good. Only 45 points of healing.
Okay.
But it gets me back into triple.
I'm watching it on the Twitch extension, and I'm just watching Tom's hit points go whoop 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 whoop.
Yeah, that's about the last time they're going to go up that much, unfortunately.
All
I
right.
have some lesser healing potions.
It's his turn again, unless you're going to move, or
That is it for my turn.
all right. 2 fire shields and 1 punch. At last, a natural 20.
no.
Right, I will defense against that one.
Yeah, I figured.
Is Cedric in
and-
range?
No.
Shame.
Either Cedric could see because he's up here, but he's out of range, or he's down here and he can't see because of all the fire.
Yeah.
So that is, and the second attack was a 24 to hit.
That hits.
So the crit is 1836 plus 8.
44.
44.
But I'm.
Hold on.
Oh,
I
yeah.
haven't finished. Another 36, half to 18. This was
That's
resistant.
80. Oh, no, 18.
18 on to 36.
44.
44 even.
Sorry, 44 plus 18 is
62. 62.
Yeah.
And then the piercing is another 16.
78. So 39.
Yeah, 39 points of damage from that one. And then the non-crit is 12, 22 bludgeoning. 8 fire, so 30. 42 total.
Right.
And then unarmed strike is 15.
Sorry, did you roll that one to hit?
Yeah. Oh, no, sorry. Yes, sorry. 25 to hit. Sorry, 15 to modify.
All right.
25 to hit. So that's a total of For 11 points of damage for the arm strike. It's your turn. Heal.
Yes, I will. That's a 6 plus 5 is 11. So I just healed back the punch. 2 attacks.
Yep.
There's the crit.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
Uh-oh. Roll damage? His head cannot be cut off.
Yeah, he has legendary resistances. I was assuming.
Cut his leg
So
off.
that's 8d8. No, hang on, it's more than that. Because it's 6.
6 from the blade, and then it's another 6 from the vorpal.
No, it's 3 normal. So 6 there plus 6. So it's 12d8.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't got that many d8. That's a lie. I do, but not
Just
right
roll
here.
1d8 12 times.
That's really long.
Just
Get-
slowly
Get your
counting.
value out of it. Jesus.
There's a lot of 1s in there.
Oh, fucking hell.
So that's 51. No, 52. Sorry. 52 force damage.
As you cut in with the vorpal sword, you get that teleport in, and you rip the blade right the way across the chest, just cutting him open, pretty much from just below nipple down to belly button. As that force of energy bursts out, he roars in the pain, and you see his skin start to burn as if it is coated in ash. The fire erupts out from him and spreads across his body, sealing up the various wounds, and a pair of burning wings sprouting from his back. He's a visionary. This is
Yeah, flying.
Latin music has also started playing, just really dramatic.
Yeah,
Latin
some
music.
sconces just lit up on the side.
Yeah.
How far away is Cedric from?
how far away is Cedric.
Yeah.
Cross and up, probably about 80 feet.
Is there any way for him to be 60 feet away?
Not so that he could still see. Not unless he started flying.
Kind of feel like we need to help.
How do we do that without like breaking rules and shit going down?
I've got a second attack.
You do, whilst they ponder this immortal question.
This is not fair. She should be able to tap out and switch.
22
Hits.
for 13 slashing damage.
Okay. All right.
I haven't used my bonus action yet.
Nope.
I will take another greater healing potion.
Okay, 4d4 plus 4.
So 12.
Alrighty then. Are you guys doing anything?
Cedric is going to ask Kafina for the broom.
Or I can cast fly, which is a hell of a lot quicker. Or you can go on the carpet.
To help Lirala.
Or you can go on the carpet.
I just want a mode of transport now.
Yeah, they will probably kill the prisoners.
Fly 60 feet.
Because can we see the condition of Lirala? That was a lot of damage.
Make an insight check.
I'm doing this as Cedric because Asher can't do anything to help. 13.
Okay. She's taken a lot of hits, but she is healing, so
I can, but I'll drop. If I drop concentration, but then he's not giving out lightning damage, so I think I'll drop that. And I will if I do it at the fourth level, I can do it with 2 of us flying.
good.
Yeah, I'll do.
Just a group question: do we help or do we wait? I mean,
If we jump in, A, they probably kill the prisoners, and B, the rest of them are going to jump. The fish forces are going to jump in, and we're still in the shit.
carry on then. But Cedric will want to help. It's like his best friend down there.
Okay. Whilst you're deciding what he does, he's going to take 2 fire shield attacks. 25. That's topped, annoyingly. It's almost 20. 21.
So the 21 misses. The 25 I will defend against.
Okay. So 13, 21. $30, 40 points of damage. Total.
Down to 20.
Down to 20, yep. And then punch you in the face. Natural 1.
Haha.
Punches you, no winner. He hits you so hard with the shield, you bounce back a little bit, and there's still enough etherealness that when he goes for the punch, it just phases through and misses completely. It's your turn. So at the end of this round of combat, you guys can decide if you're doing anything. So first of all, you heal.
Yes. I heal 8 points.
Okay. I'm sure I can bring this land to pass out before I use it again.
Right. Okay. I'm going to put Hunter's Mark back on him.
Okay.
And make 2 attacks and pray to Artemis.
Okay.
That is a 27 and a 31.
Yep, both of those hits. Just because you've got your Planar Warrior up, roll the attacks separately, just because in case you get a crit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, both hit.
I do have Hunter's Mark up. So that's a bit more damage. 20 force damage.
Yep.
And 21 slashing damage.
Okay, that makes sense.
So on 3d8 and a d6, I rolled 3 3s and a 2.
Oh,
And on a d8 and a d6, I rolled 2 6s.
actually, I'm not going to miss that when we move. All right, so the 2 blades come striking in with the prayer of Artemis guiding your blades. Anything else you want to do? Any other potions or movements?
I haven't used my. Oh, yeah, yes, I have used my bonus action. So
Yes, you did. Smart.
I will not do anything else.
Okay. 2 more fire shields. Natural 1 and a 29.
I will defense against the 29.
Yep. So that is 27. Plus, not a lot. 4, so 31. 38 total, reduced down to 19.
So DC of 10. So
You're fine. And then a punch is 21 to hit, which misses.
it does.
So as he comes with the fire shield, you again the evasion and his fist just passes through. He's getting incredibly frustrated as you can see the fires sort of making up his wings, just burning and erupting up. Party, what are you guys doing? If anything.
Praying to Athena.
Okay.
Cursing at Odin for being a pathetic god.
Probably praying to Hephaestus, going, "Come on, giant hammer, just drop it on him."
In fact, summoning a Pegasus.
Something
and
Pegasus.
mounting it.
Okay.
I'm going to pray for Athena to give Lyra strength and essentially heal her.
Okay.
Yeah, Ash has got though, if you're not going to fucking do it, I'll do it myself kind of attitude at Odin at the moment.
Okay.
I'm gonna go invisible.
Okay.
I'm guessing we can only do what we would essentially do on a round.
At this point, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll do that.
Okay. What else are you doing? Are you moving? Are you staying where you are? Are you jumping on Pegasus? What?
Yes, can I jump on the Pegasus?
Do whatever you
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Jump on the Pegasus behind Asher. Asher, you feel 2 small hands grab onto you.
And then can I hold a bonus action?
No, because you've already used your action to turn invisible.
Yeah.
So you got
bonus action.
well when you hold an action, you're using the ready action to
Okay,
hold it. So you've
that's
already
fine.
yeah. So next
Okay.
next round you can do a thing.
Okay.
So there's of the Pegasus arriving. A few people look up in confusion of this white horse that suddenly appeared. Lyra, it's your turn.
Okay.
Heal.
Heal. That's a 2.
Oh,
7.
Spend hit dice.
You can spend hit dice, yeah.
Do I just have one more I can spend? Is that
no, you can
spend
use
3
1
per
to
turn.
3 per turn.
as long as I still have any to
As long as you
use?
still have them, yes.
So I have 6 that I can use. So,
Might as well use all 3.
at this point, yeah, use all of them. So that's 10, 2, and 4, so 16. Plus 15 is 31.
Nice.
Plus 7 is 38.
Nice.
Plus the 7 before, yeah?
Yeah, you added your con to each die.
Sorry?
You added your con to each die from the hit dice.
Yes, I did. That was the plus 15.
Cool, gotcha. All right.
So I've got 3 left.
Okay.
2 attacks.
Yep.
1 at a time. 28.
Hit.
28 force.
Okay.
How's he looking, by the way?
He's looking relatively okay, but he has taken a lot of hits. But you do know that the visionaries do tend to get better when they get after they get worse. So I would say
The other ones we've fought, it seemed like once they sort of refresh, they get a lot stronger, but they don't actually have that many more hit points. They don't actually last that much longer.
no.
Obviously, that's not the case in this.
But it's slightly different in his case.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Well, only in as much as there's only one person hitting him, as opposed to a party of 7.
Debatable.
Second attack is a 23.
Yep.
For 14 slashing.
Okay.
And for my bonus action, I will take my last potion of greater healing.
44 plus 4. Okay.
So that's 10 plus 4 is 14.
Okay. So 2 fire shield attacks from him as you come in and stab yet again. It's a whirling dervish of blades and a shield. Coming with the shield again. Unnatural 20 and a 29. So the 29 will hit.
So 29 will hit, and I will defense against it.
Yep. So that's a shitty roll. That's 19 plus.
That's the first time you've rolled less than 20 for that bludgeoning.
Yeah, I know, right? It's 46 as well. That's the thing. Plus 5 of the fire damage.
So 24.
And then another 9 piercing. So 23.
3 goes down to 17.
Yep. And DC 10, so don't worry about the hunter's mark. And then punch in the face is cocked. 15 to hit. So 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Sorry?
Sorry. I keep saying 15 to hit, that's the modifier. 25 to hit. I keep rolling it. I rolled 10 plus 15.
Right. So 11, did you say?
Yeah, 11. Okay, and that will end his turn. Party.
Right.
Asha has to wait because she believes that Lyra will win,
Okay.
but she does desperately want to help, but every way she helps is loud and proud.
Yeah. Leela?
Well, yeah, I don't want to do anything that's going to stop the fight, but how it help for one person fight basically 2 visionaries. Or 2 rounds of a visionary.
Anyone?
I
Okay.
can't help you.
No, it's fine.
Things, but like, I just can't.
Bollocks to it. I will take off. I'm not getting involved in the fight.
Okay.
But where the why am I pointing? You can't see where the where the army is, where the people are.
Yeah, the barrier.
I would like to hover above them.
Okay.
And like get the Pegasus to rear up and make as much noise as possible. Is
Okay.
some sort of motion of encouragement.
Yeah, I see where you're going with
to
this.
let Lyra know that she's not alone.
I'm gonna put it just there.
I feel extraordinarily encouraged.
I'm
Yeah.
trying my hardest.
It is appreciated.
I don't want to fuck you, but I want to help.
I mean, we could.
Well,
get
we know about the sexuality, Connor.
We could get
Oh.
Kellatar up here to start giving out inspirations, maybe.
He can.
But,
So I will say, actually, from that, Asher, roll a persuasion check for me. Just roll a strength. Roll persuasion.
I will use a channel divinity and add +5.
Okay.
Oh fuck! Pressed the wrong button. Sorry.
Not roll dice in an
I
hour.
rolled it on Lyra's by accident. Persuasion. Can anyone see what that rolled? Because it's not come up on my screen, and I know I've hit it. 18.
18.
18.
Okay. Lyra, from this, you glance over your shoulder quickly, just as you're spinning around out the way. You see the Pegasus rearing up, and Asher holding on, just a fist clenched in the air with Shatterfang held, but not drawn. So you can see it's still within the sheath, so it's not clearly visible. That gives you a D6 inspiration.
Okay.
Can I try and jump in? I'm invisible. Can I try and jump into the ring?
You could.
Because I've got feather fall, so I can manage quietly.
You could, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go do it.
So you jump off and Featherfall down.
I've just dropped off a package.
Does Featherfall have a verbal component?
Yes.
Make a stealth
Oh,
check
come on, there's fire going, there's people screaming!
with advantage.
I'm exhausted!
Yes, it's pretty well.
Oh, come on!
They have disadvantage on their perception check because you're invisible.
What am I doing?
Actually, no. Actually, because you're invisible, technically you have 2 advantages. So you have advantage, they have disadvantage.
What am I doing?
Stealth.
A 19.
I rolled a 4. So you land inside. You do feel, though, that the wall here is hot.
Yup.
Fire is on the inside, burning, so make a dexterity saving
I
throw.
move?
Yeah, but you've already landed. This is just, you can move afterwards, yeah.
What am I doing? Dex save.
Dex saving, please.
18.
18. Okay, you take half of the damage. 13.
Oh, hi. Who's snapping?
You take 11 points of fire damage.
Thank you.
And you can sneak away. Where are you sneaking to?
Can she get to her parents?
They're not inside the wall of fire.
So that I am.
You stepped into a burning ring of fire. Hey, I made my way. That's
Is my head invisible? Or can people see that?
People can see that.
Right, not going to do that.
I'm assuming you're moving from where you are.
Yeah. So that I'm still within, like, can I go? Because that's lava there, isn't it? The back wall.
That yellow is lava. Yeah,
No,
that's,
back wall.
yeah, that's lava. That's lava.
Okay, I'll move kind of.
I mean, technically that's a space, and then that bit.
I'll move kind of into the back and down, but so that I'm still like within 6
So
feet.
there, that's all the movement you've got from jumping off back to take this and vertical. That's all the movement you've got.
All right, okay, fine.
You're out of the burning heat of the ring of fire.
Okay, so can I do a thing? No.
You have a-
Because I did my reaction. Have I got a spell that I can use a spell?
Yeah.
Okay. I will.
It's one of the weird things where it's not really described, because technically rules of vision you can only cast 1 spell a turn, but if you use your reaction to cast counter spell in the middle of it, it's a bit weird.
I will 4th level healing word Lyra again with. Oh, that's bonus action. Yeah.
It is bonus action. It is also verbal.
Everything's verbal.
I would say if you're using it from your spell storing item, it would not have a verbal component because it's already been cast into the item giving off the energy. If you say it, there's a potential chance they could hear
All right.
you. These are things that you would know because Lyra Smort or Leela Smort.
Laura, not so much.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2, 4.
So it's only a second level healing word.
That's 9 points.
I think at this point, hit points are just hit points.
Yeah, so Lyra, you get 9 hit points
Okay.
from you just feel as you look up, you just feel something just pressing, sort of enervate you a little bit. Do you want to use your actions for anything, Laura? Or you to dash or hide, or you just stay where you are?
I can only do those 2 things.
You can use your action to do other stuff.
Oh, I thought. I mean, I can't really do a lot that isn't going to give the game away that someone else is in here.
Yeah, you can hide.
By what?
No, crawl up,
you-
pretend you're a rock.
I mean, you could run away from the fire.
Yeah, I'll just.
Because you've seen him charge across this battlefield a couple of times, and you don't want. Also, hey Matt,
Hey, Matt.
What, my dash away?
you can dash towards the cliff.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Like there.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. All right, Lyra, it's your turn.
Okay, heal,
Heal.
and I'll use my last 3 hit dice.
Okay, hit dice all gone.
That's 46 points of healing.
Nice.
Let's get him.
She's attuned to the mother's embrace. Damn. Yeah.
Right. 2 attacks.
Yep.
First attack is a 21.
That just hits. I'm really regretting dropping his shield.
$27 force damage.
Yep.
Second attack.
Yep.
Is a 30 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. What? Probably works for him because he kept us.
For 17 slashing damage.
17, okay. All right, the two blades, you feel the energy sort of elevate you again. You slash through, feeling Gaia heal you. It's got to go down soon. Anything else?
I will edge round him a little, so
Towards the shield or
Yeah.
what?
towards the cliff face.
Okay.
Just like 1 or 2 squares. Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah. No, sorry, back 1. That's good, yeah.
Well, there-ish, but yes. Okay.
That's good.
All right, his turn. Yeah, he's going to use his action. He's going to pick this other shield. That's his turn. Leela.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Heal.
Leela, you doing a heals? Little too deep. Anyone else in the party doing anything? No.
Aid in. I know that Leela's in there, and I know that Leela is a sneaky girl. So I want to try and offer up as much of a distraction as possible.
Make a performance.
Yeah, every time I'm just deliberately trying to rear this Pegasus up and bring attention over.
Okay.
I still have +5.
10 points of healing to Lyra.
10 healing to there. Whilst Ash is doing that, do you want to roll your healing for the top of your rounds?
Yeah.
28.
Okay. The crowd is a little frustrated with not being able to see what's going on in here. All they can see is their boss swinging the shield and occasional sounds of pain. So they're sort of now going, let's have a look at this horse that's doing things in the air. Might as well. So that you're getting some attention. Lyra, what did you get for the hills? Or are you doing anything else, Lyra? I'm sorry. Laura's checking her things.
I rolled a 13 for healing.
Okay.
So I'm back up over 100.
Yay!
Well, I didn't like the numbers I saw a couple of rounds ago, mate.
Yeah, got quite low, but hey, I still have Death Ward up as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'd rather you didn't use it before he went mythic.
He's already got mythic. He's okay.
I've already gone mythic. This is mythic.
His mythic is less impressive than the other ones that you've come across.
Yeah, but he's still gonna fucking explode when you kill him, and I know that does so much damage.
Indeed.
I want to keep you in triple digits.
I honestly
fine.
don't mind if that knocks me down as long as I can do
Use
the
your reaction.
crystal before it does.
Yeah, it's a reaction.
Sorry, is Laura doing something?
No.
Okay, Lyra.
2 more
Yeah.
attacks.
Yep.
There's the next natural 20.
Oh no.
Yay.
And this time, Hunter's Mark is up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an extra 2d6.
I wish
top
that,
of.
I wish that I was a bard on this horse right now. You could
What,
definitely,
firing away?
amp this like the Knight's Tale. Lictor from wrong Lictor. Look at her as she slices the beef.
I mean, you can do air guitar with Shadowfang.
75 force damage.
Nice.
Ow! Ow! That hurt and I'm erect.
No, that's what got cut off by the Vorpal sword.
Alright. So as you teleport again and you get the blade cutting from the other nipple, just slashing across. He now has an X right the way across. It's like this moth flies across my camera. So you've now got an X shape right the way across the torso, and he bellows. Second attack?
Second attack is a 27 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For 17 slashing.
17 points of slashing damage. Okay. All right. Anything else?
No, I will stay where I am.
All right. He is going to use one of his mythic actions, because he hasn't done any of those before, to cast Fireball centered on himself. So make a dexterity saving throw there.
24.
Yeah, that's the speed. So this is 8d6 quartered. Eight points of fire damage. All right. Oh, but he has all 3 shields back, so 3 fire shields on you.
Yep.
You know, I said 3. I meant 2, apparently.
What?
I said 3. I meant 2 that will hit.
I did think,
Oh, right.
where did the other one come from?
23, 22, and a 29.
Yeah, I will defense the first one.
Okay. That's terrible. So 17
Mm-hmm.
plus 5.
22.
Yep. And 8. So 30 would do 15. And again, you can't fail to save. So second 25. Plus 8, so 33. 39. Reduced down to 20. No, 39.
39 is just 39.
DC is 20. DC is 20.
25, 27.
Yep, that's fine. Party turn. So the 3 shields come slamming in again. One of them misses, 2 of them slam into Lyra quite heavily. One of them. Asher just jigged the ground.
Asher will begin to laugh every time that he misses an attack.
Okay.
Giving off the impression that it is pitiful.
Make an intimidation check.
I still get +5s to those. So, yep.
Or is it just +5 to
charisma check? I'm just going to read it because I'll never ever actually use it. To charisma brackets persuasion. So it's just persuasion? To charisma brackets persuasion.
Oh, in which case you wouldn't add the 5 to intimidation.
Okay. Can I use strength? No, I'm not gonna choose that.
No, it's charisma.
Yeah, I know. I still have +5.
You're not doing anything strong. It's just you yelling.
18, I think that is. Yeah, I don't get the.
I rolled a 7, so he is going to curse you, flying witch. We'll give him disadvantage on his next attack roll. Actually, no, we'll give Lyra advantage on her next roll.
Okay.
Lyra?
And you've still got that +6. The D6, sorry. I wish it was +6.
Yes.
God, I wish it was +6.
That would be nice.
Yeah, it would be nice.
But
I could never, but I'll probably get myself killed. I could try and pretend. I could try and get close enough to Lyra that I could pretend that she's done something to him whilst it's actually me. But I don't know how clever he is and how he would really kind of.
Make an insight check.
Is he that smart? Disadvantage here.
Yep.
Natural one.
Okay.
So.
This could be the most erudite man you have ever met.
Yeah.
Or the dumbest. But I'm not quite sure.
all you can tell is he's hot.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, go on. Whilst Laura's thinking.
Luke, when I've cast slow in the past, how obvious has it been that I'm the caster?
Well, given that you're the one doing this.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm probably like standing behind Cedric and just peering out so I can see him like, okay,
You asked me the question, I gave you the answer.
No, okay, so yeah,
it's obvious that you're the caster.
It is obvious.
Anything
Even if I'm
anything that's got verbal somatic components, you're pretty obviously the caster, otherwise you wouldn't be able to use counter spell on it.
And I keep praying.
Yeah, fair squad over here. Come on, we've done enough favours for God. Some word that should help us.
Actually, I switched from Hephaestus because I'm not getting a response, and I'm like, Zeus, I'll let you have a go again if you seriously do something right now.
Make a persuasion check.
Yes.
When all else fails, titties.
Yeah, I know, right? The one thing I've got.
Be big.
Oh, that is a bad roll. But I mean, I have a massive plus to it, so 18.
Bit side boob.
I mean, I'm giving Zeus a -3 on his wisdom saving throw for this. Okay. Lena, what are you doing? No?
I mean, Can I get next to? No.
You can. What are you doing? Come on.
Fine. Can I get next to Lyra?
Yes, you can.
Fucking hell.
Can I get next to Lyra into the fact that I can? No, because I'm not going to want to touch him. Shit.
That's what you said to me first time we met.
Shut up. I can't do that because that will hurt. Yeah.
13.
Sorry?
It took 13.
Yeah, 8.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fucking hell.
Do you want to think about it for another round?
Can I just? Have I done anything?
No,
Yeah. No. Did I heal? I just healed.
not this
Not
round.
you.
Not this round.
Can I then? I don't know what to do.
Don't worry about it.
I mean, I can cure wounds. Oh yeah, I'll do a second level cure wounds onto Lyra. It's a little bit more. So 6. No, that is 13 points of healing.
13.
13, yeah.
Okay.
Disadvantage on that. Okay.
My turn.
Yeah, as you feel a hand just sort of touch you at the back of your knee, and a little surge of healing energy passes through you.
Right. Heal at the beginning of my turn for 12. So 12 and 13 is 25.
Yep.
Can I move back?
No, you didn't have any movement left.
My bonus action, I can move back 15 feet using my boots.
Ah! 1, 2, 3. There you go.
Thank you.
And I have advantage on my first attack roll.
You do.
That's a 27 to hit.
Yeah, I'll do it.
$28 force damage.
Okay. Another blade cuts up. Actually, roll 3d12 as well.
Power of titties.
This is not a message that I wish to be spreading on the internet.
I think the internet knows about titties already.
Well, yeah.
The internet has known longer than what we have, Luke. They were
16.
16.
back
So
when
as you
boobs
kind
were
of
one
strike, you feel that planar energy burst off the blade. But as it does, it's accompanied by a bolt of electricity that arcs out and shocks up the leg. So 16, you say?
Yep.
Okay. Kafina, you see the electricity arc off the blade and you go, all right then.
No, I go, oh crap. I mean, yay, but oh crap.
And
Just have a peacock poop on your bed.
second attack.
Yep.
Is a 29 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
For 17 slashing damage.
17, okay. All right. At the end of his turn, he is going to use a. Well, anything else you're doing, sorry?
No.
Okay. At the end of your turn, he's going to use another mythic action to cast Fireball on himself. Leela, you are just in range, so make a dexterity saving throw, please. As well as you, Lyra. That's the same.
$25.
Success. Not on saving throws.
Oh yeah. Dex save.
Yes, please. So she has exhaustion.
Ah,
19.
That succeeds as well. So you take 16 points of fire damage. Lyra, you take 8. And it's now his turn. 3 fire shields into Lyra's face. That's, those two are both cocked somehow. No, not. 25, 32, and 19.
I will. Yeah, 2 hit. I will defense the first one.
Okay. First is 18, 26 plus 7, so 33 plus 4, 37, reduced down to
19.
19. The second one is 8, 22 plus 5
27.
and another 5.
32.
Yep.
DC 16.
Yes.
26.
Okay. And he's going to use his movement to step around you. Get onto this side of you.
That's a bit close.
That will end his turn. Party actions. Asha going to get her vuvuzela, her clicky clap.
Is she just going full football supporter?
I'm going full hooligan.
That's all Millwall fans. They still have those. Leela?
I want to ask a question, but it sounds so stupid, but it has a reason.
I think Connor was trash.
How?
So I think Connor was trash.
No, stage is not moving.
No, I'm frozen in fear.
From Leela's possible stupid question. Well,
I know he's quite elemental, but
it's about giant, but yes.
Will can still take fire damage, even if it's like a ridiculously low amount.
Roll intelligence check.
Yeah.
Actually, no, you fought him before. You fought him before, didn't you?
Yeah.
Were you here when we fought him and we went to the fire plane?
I think the first fight I did was the water.
Okay. Actually, do you know what? The party would have discussed this at various points about the different visionaries. He is immune to fire.
Completely like
Yeah, he's immune to fire.
Asha will try a new tactic. She will remove the eye patch, revealing the swirling galaxy in which Odin is left in.
Yep.
And attempt to get in his eye line a little bit, because that's got to be a little bit freaky, right?
Okay, so you're just going to fly over here-ish.
Yeah.
I'll put you there because meatballs. Make an intimidation check.
Bonus actions with skills. 15. I think. Yeah.
Natural 20. He is not bothered by you in the slightest.
That's fair. Yep, I tried.
You look good. Oh, on you.
Sorry, Sid.
First titties, now this. What else will the internet learn off today?
Just
Okay, so 2d4.
mm-hmm.
Lyra, do you want to roll your heal whilst this is happening?
Yep, sure. I rolled a 13.
13 plus 11, so 24.
Nice.
Okay, it's your turn.
Wakey. Okay. How's he looking now?
Pretty rough. He's looking desperate. Like there's an element of fear in his eye, but also there's a layer of smugness that you kind of get the sense of. He knows that if he dies, it's not going to be permanent.
Give it to him, Tom. Give it to him.
I'm going to be obviously teleporting between each of my attacks, and as I do, I'm going to be circling round to the top of him so that I'm no longer between him and this river of fire.
Are we okay?
So, yeah, there.
A wise maneuver.
Okay.
Yeah. And I will attack him twice.
Okay.
My move.
Yeah, what do you want me to do?
Oh,
Okay. I don't. Wait.
28 to hit. That is 27 force damage.
Okay. Blade pulsing with forceful energy again, rips into him. Second.
Second attack. 19 on the dice, not a crit.
Nope.
But
Hit. Yeah.
Bugger.
21 slashing.
Okay. Anything else?
Yes. I will take another normal potion of healing.
Okay, 2d4 plus 2.
Scraping the barrel.
He's going to do another mythic action.
Max damage, so that's 10. Yes, 10.
Max healing.
Max healing.
No, Tom splashes it in his eyes.
It's a weapon. He's going to use another mythic action to Inferno Erupt. So another fireball, so another deck save, please. Keep on a 30 or thereabouts.
I'm going to use my inspiration on this one.
Okay.
That's good. So that is a 23.
Okay, that's a success. You take 8 points of fire damage. Okay. 3 fire shields. First one slamming down overhead, 27.
Yeah,
Second one, 25.
yeah.
The third, 26.
Damn it. I will defense the first one.
Okay, so the first one is 16 plus 8, 24. Plus 7.
31.
And another 9, so 40 reduced down to 20. Second attack. 26. Plus 9. 35. 43.
I go to 1 because of Death
Yep.
Ward.
So as the first one slams into you, your Ethereal must slide you out of the way. The second one crashes into the space where you have gone into. You feel that burst of divine energy from Cedric wrap around you and just wheels it back. He then, with the shield pressed on top of you, takes the third, brings it down, slams it on top, which knocks you unconscious. And let's take Hunt's Mark away. I am mighty. I am Valadir, Serapta's son. I am. What are you guys doing?
Gonna stab him in the back.
Are you?
Lyra's just gone unconscious, right?
Yes.
then yes.
Yeah, I'm firing the cannon at his face from the ship. I didn't disconnect from the ship. I'm ready to
I will
use
point
it to
out,
kill him.
both of you are aware that the Mother's Embrace does restore hit points even when unconscious. It's happened to Cedric a lot.
Oh.
I had forgotten.
Both of you have, this is why I have to step in here, because I know that
Yes.
both of those characters know that information. And that would make a difference to how you react.
In which case, Asher will fly back in between the ship and the giant.
Okay. So I'll put you there, but you're there, you're in like here-ish.
And just try and yell and say, "You are nothing when you are nothing but a meager ant in the presence of the gods," and wait, knowing that Lyra is going to get back up.
Leela? You are also aware that the Mother's Embrace will heal.
Yeah, but if I can give you a bit more of a heal.
Bear in mind, Lyra, that Planar Warrior has faded.
Yep.
Move forward about 10 feet. One within,
Within 20 feet.
of Lyra.
Of Lyra? No, but you could have gone this way instead of there. 25 feet.
I will give my.
You can hold an action if you want. See if Lyra gets up.
Yeah, but I just want roll any sort of healing and get her up. But it's just like, oh.
Okay.
Um, 10 points of healing.
Okay. So as you're lying on your back, though, are you doing anything else, Laura? Or are you done?
Don't worry about it. Don't draw attention.
In Lyra we trust.
He pluribus lirum. I know it's not quite the same, many the one, but Tom enjoyed it. That's all that matters.
Yay, Latin.
Sort of.
Wrong Latin, very bastardized Latin.
Get up, Tom. Get up, Lyra.
Anything, Laura? Okay. So he is showboating and stepping around you, Lyra, to proclaim himself master of all. It is your turn.
I roll a 10, so
As
that's
you
25
can see.
healing.
Yep.
Come on.
You get up, I assume.
Sneak attack.
No, actually, I'm going to stay lying down
Okay.
because I want maximum surprise, basically.
Okay.
I will bonus action activate Planar Warrior.
Yep.
And then I will attack and sort of teleport so I'm right behind his back and just try and stab him. And
Gotcha. Make your attack roll.
be a really, really good time to crit. It's not, but it's a 23.
That hits.
Gone. Thought. Come on.
27 damage force.
Okay.
And
So, Asher, you see this, and so do you, Leela. You see as Lyra jams the blade to the side, and you see that energy erupt along it. She then blinks out, and as you see, she tumbles. The spiral from it brings the slash down, cutting into the back. Make a second attack.
second attack. That is 27 to hit.
That hits. So the second teleport brings her up higher. The blade comes across. Roll damage.
14.
Read my shirt.
I'm just gonna sort of stab it in his back, blink out, stab it down into his neck.
Yep.
And as soon as possible, crack the crystal.
Yep. So as you come in, you've taken the blade. You've thrown your shield away at this point. It means nothing. The spiral of the blade slashes in. The second time, you're pulling out the crystal in your other hand. You come back, you teleport again, get the blade right in. You feel the signal cord snap as his voice. Ah! The crystal pulses with a burst of energy, but you smell the sea salt just erupts in this area of pure heat, bringing a strange sea mist of humidity to it. And as it does, it swirls around, creating this vortex and sucks him into it. You fall because you got yourself so high and take 9 points of damage.
Yep, I'm still out.
But as you land, 3-point landing, the crystal, now with this sort of almost bubbling fire. Have you ever seen like deep sea trenches where there's lava underneath them? It's kind of like that inside the crystal, but there's no heat to it. But as you land, you glare through. The wall of fire fades completely.
Does he not explode?
Well, that's coming.
What?
Can I swoop in to land in front of Lyra, just in case any of these guards think that
Hold on.
they're feeling brave?
There's a couple of things that happen here.
Yep.
So as the land, the energy gets sucked in, but there's still a pulse, a bead of energy that comes into place. As the fire wears down, there is an eruption. That is 10d10 points of fire damage, which Asher, you are within range of.
Okay, that's fine.
Which you don't take, but the Pegasus does, and Lena, you are also in range of.
Smashing.
Smashing.
So all three of you make, well, actually, no, Pegasus, and you make dexterity saving throws. This is irrelevant for Lyra, who's going to fall unconscious anyway, I assume.
I doubt you can roll less than 16 for this.
Yeah, dex save. Roll a dex save anyway, because I rolled 61. So it's possible with your resistance.
I mean, a 23.
That succeeds. So you take 15 points of damage. Well,
11.
I assume.
you take 51 points of fire damage.
How much?
Now I feel like the David Caruso meme is earned.
No. Absorb element.
How much
What,
damage? Lyra?
it was 61 for the fail.
Okay.
As the eruption of fire lands, Lyra lands 3-point landing. The wall of flames is extinguished by the eruption. It washes over the Pegasus and hits you, but invisible, so you still take it. As the flames subside, every single one of these soldiers are bowed and up one knee facing Lyra. And that is where we'll pick up next session.
See, Tom, now you've got all these slaves.
Yeah.
That's the situation Lyra wants.
And possibly the greatest trophy any hunter has ever claimed.
Unfortunately, there's no physical body left, so
Nothing left.
Don't
Well,
worry,
you got-
I'm sure
you-
Kalatar will
you've
write
got
a
his-
mighty tale.
You've got a soul in a Pokeball. That's something you could display.
Do, 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 do.
When Lyra went down, I so badly wanted to be like, "Ha! You haven't seen her second form." Just like,
That's why I was like, you are nothing in front of the gods.
her second form is this drow woman who's just turned up.
You've activated Lyra's trap card. Reflecting power of mirror force.
God damn.
Lyra went down holding a reverse card. Just hit him with an Uno +4.
Every card game reference that Connor knows.
Yeah.
Like all two of them.
Yeah. Got the cunning disguise from Dungeon Mayhem. It's all there.
Well done.
Well done, Tom.
Well done, mate.
Well done.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I was going
Me
to say
too.
you
I've
deserve
never
a
typed
rest.
so fast in my entire life, talking backwards and forwards with Laura.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for joining us on this session. We hope you stay safe. There is no game next week. We are taking a break due to family reasons that some of us are going. I don't know what the rest of you guys are going to be doing.
I'm
But we are.
getting my second jab.
Oh,
Yay!
yes.
Yay!
So, yes, we're going to be.
Goes,
Have an evening off.
Hmm.
That's a rarity.
No,
Are there pigs flying?
must be.
No.
So, thank you very much for joining us. Take care of yourselves out there. Do what Connor's doing. Get your second jab if you haven't already. Stay safe. Good night, everyone.
Oh wait, I'm the one who's got to press the button.
Tired, my house is on fire, but at least she'd be healthy. If there was a zombie apocalypse, I'd let my dog eat me. There are zombies full of lead, and my friends are all dead, but at least she'd be healthy.